up on my drum. La, 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 la. Let me give you something for bite and I'm something for bite and yeah, let's chat too long, let me give you something for bite and tick tock, 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 tick tock. Leg in the air, leg in the air, leg in the air, leg in the
For the players.
Hey everyone, hope you are all doing incredibly well. Welcome to EA Sports FIFA 20 Digital Midnight Launch. I'm Tara Rushton. It is great to have your company and to be with you here tonight and to be also joined by this man right here, Adam Peacock. Great to be here tonight, Ads. Big night ahead.
Something a bit different, very different to what we're used to on Fox Sports, Tara. The launch of FIFA 20 here in Australia. We're looking forward to it. We're here at Ultra Football in Sydney. We could be anywhere really because we're all just honed in on what is going to drop in about 2 hours' time. We're less than 2 hours away from finding out exactly how the new FIFA 20 works.
Yeah, really looking forward to what's heading your way in the next 2 hours. Lots of activities are taking place where we are here tonight. We've got prizes to give away. There's going to be some Ultra footballers showing us their FIFA skills. And of course as well, you get early access to this FIFA 20 if you have signed up for the Champions and Ultimate editions of the game. And as well, we'll take you through the new Volta edition of the game. We're going back to street football and there's been a big call to arms to bring it back, and we're going to give you a bit more of that tonight. Yeah,
we're standing here. It has a street football theme. It's along the lines of Volta as well. We aren't going to be doing it. No way in the world we're going to do it. We've got some people who can actually do it for real as well, and people to show us how it works on screen with FIFA 20. We've got the new career mode changes as well, gameplay features, so much to look forward to. The ratings, the all-important ratings, the controversial ratings. We'll discuss those throughout the evening. For now, though, it's over to our panel of experts who are going to tell us more about FIFA 20.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much, Tara. Welcome, everybody, to the FIFA 20 Midnight Launch stream. My name is Jake, the Master Bucks Buckley. I'm here on the couch with a couple of maybe familiar faces if you've been watching the E-League or just a little bit of YouTube. But, of course, to my right, to my left, and a little further down to my right, we've got Jared HD, the man on my right-hand side in a beautiful little white shirt there, mate. You're rocking in the knee, and the knees are popping.
I hope everyone's liking my knees.
I hope you don't mind that. We've got Treaders to my left as well, and obviously to my furthest right as well. We have got Nathan Patrick's lads. I'm bloody keen to get this underway, and I'm really keen to see FIFA 20 in action. Of course, we are only about a little under 2 hours away from the release, but I'm wondering, what is everyone most excited for FIFA 20? Not just that, but just for what we've got coming up in the stream anyway.
Well, I mean, I just can't believe that FIFA 20 is already here. The wait has been so long. Tonight is the night. But for me personally, Jake, I am keen for the career mode improvements, most notably dynamic player potentials. It's going to keep a lot of saves fresh for, I feel like, the whole of the FIFA lifecycle. There's going to be a lot of different storylines, and there's going to be the opportunity for your own Jamie Vardy. Can you have someone that you pull from a League 2 side when you're a Premier League club, make them a hero? It's going to be really enjoyable for the rest of the year. But Nate, what are you keen for FIFA 20?
Look, Jared, without wanting to be too pointed about it, while Fulham might have gone down to the Championship, it does give an opportunity for Norwich City to come up to the Premier League. That means, for me, at the very least, a lot of fun links for my ultimate team, having those Norwich City Premier League players. Not to mention, Player of the Month, Timu Pukki. I really didn't believe it could be a thing. So let's get into Ultimate Team.
Absolutely, and of course, don't worry, Treaders, we'll ask you as well. But what about you, mate? What are you most excited for?
I'm very much looking forward to the gameplay in Ultimate Team. I'm a big gameplay player. I played nearly 2,000 games of Ultimate Team last year. I reckon I'll, if the gameplay is as good as it is at the moment, I reckon I might go up to 4,000. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that manual defending that they've introduced, and yeah, all the improvements made on that side.
Well, we'll hold you to those 4,000 games then, mate. All right. My goodness. I mean, like, the gameplay this year is absolutely solid. I think the general consensus is everyone's really happy with it. But obviously, this is the midnight launch, and it wouldn't be much of a stream if we weren't exactly doing a little giveaways here or there, just handing out a little something. So if you do want to be a part of the conversation, you can hit us up, EA Sports, FIFA ANZ, or of course, you can use the hashtag FootAU as well. We will be handing out just a couple of tiny little bits and pieces throughout the stream.
What do you mean by tiny bits and pieces? A few prizes, Jake?
Just a couple of small things, maybe to start, but still worthwhile. But midnight. I'm just telling you right now, you definitely want to make sure that you're sticking around for midnight because there may be a little something. But regardless, be sure to be a part of the conversation on Twitter. But we'll get right into the stream now. And Nathan Patrick.
One more thing we didn't bring up though. Volta.
Oh,
Volta,
yeah, that's
the newest, like a massive, like game-changing addition for FIFA 20. Like, I know none of us brought it up, but that is huge. I personally am so excited for that as well. Like, what are your thoughts on Volta?
I was actually about to dish it off to Nathan Patrick to give his thoughts on it, mate. What do you reckon?
As a veteran futsal player, small-sided football has been something that I'm just so passionate about. And now we've had FIFA Street. It's back with Volta in a fun new way. Lots of different styles. We've got a trailer for you coming up now. Why don't you take a look?
Kamikaze, massive pills, royal blood, you know what it is. Yo, massive Leicester City, Junction 21. You can ask anyone who's anyone. If Cam Dog's anyone, they'll tell you loud and clear. That's a than Evian. Make it pop like Perignon. Been about since day. The man came back for the Renaissance. I mean, the whole damn team can't be getting along. What you man murk me steady on. Keep the beat like a pacemaker. Camera master's a game changer. Get around town like a day saver. Girls see me, they're like, hey stranger. I'm like, hey stranger. Do you wanna jump on a wave later? Gotta come through to the rave later. Watch man jump on a stage later. Yeah, we make paper. It's the KAM-DOG. Man can't pull up on a set like me. It's the KAM-DOG. Still ask man, where's the love, my G? It's the KAM-DOG. Weatherman tour, family tree. Started off in the big LC. Jack throwing teams, that's my G. 10 out of 10, man like B. Kaiser and Kais, yeah, you get me. Ice high roll from the DE. Birmingham brought out I-double-Z. S&D, that's MTP. Holler merch boys if you want a T. Can't forget mass, can't forget wax. That's my BLU to the D. Let's go show the world what we're about. It's the KAM-DOG. Man can't pull up on a set like me. It's the KAM-DOG. DOG, all of the gal wanna be wifey, it's the KAM. The man I run for their P, it's the KAM. DOG, man can't pull up on a set like me, it's the KAM. DOG, still ask man where's the love, my G, it's the KAM. DOG, all of the gal wanna be wifey, it's the KAM. DOG, still I give them man I run for their P.
It's time for some Volta gameplay. You've seen the trailer, you've heard so much about it. Now we want to get stuck into it. My name is Nate Patrick, or Nate PTK, and I'm with Treaders. More importantly, no offense, we got the pros to do it for us. Of course, Foot Whiz Jamie represented Adelaide United in the E-League, and Mo Zwed, E-League Season 2 Premier with Melbourne Victory, and general all-round good guy. Gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
I'm very well, thanks for asking. I had some nice pizza before, ready for the game now.
Pre-game fuel, always important. That's good to know. What about Mo Zwed?
I've been having a great time. Can't wait to end Jamie's career on FIFA before it even started.
The first Volta game of FIFA 20. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner. I can say, though, there is a prize for the winner. Treaders will have a little bit of a gander at that. Right now?
Yeah,
right now. He's got it out there.
Straight out.
The DualShock controller. Goodness knows, we go through some of those occasionally when we're playing FIFA. There's one in reserves. Gentlemen, when you're ready to rock and roll, please. I'm keen. Mo Zwed, obviously we'll get Treaders to help us out with this conversation across the way. We were playing it at MEO, mate. I was playing with Marcus Gomes. You had Sarge in your team. And I do remember you handing us an 8-3L. Yeah, come on, mate.
Straight
Please.
into the Voltas, lads.
Please. He's all about Ultimate Team normally, but
Just again, the 3v3 rush.
3v3 rush, mate. No goalkeepers,
Yeah,
Treaders?
no goalkeepers allowed. Goalkeepers aren't particularly useful in real life. Just get them out there. Give us more goals, please.
You can use whatever teams you'd like, gents. Obviously, you've got your A-League teams. If you want to use players with maybe some more skills available, we won't stop you. But as expected, Treaders, they're going with the tried and tested, what they know and love. No kit leak, thankfully, this time. It has been released already, Jamie. Variety of stadiums that you can use. They've gone with Tokyo. Fair enough. The A-League players on the small-sided pitch, if you could pick 3 Treaders, who do you go for in terms of positioning?
Well, if I had a goalkeeper, I'd pick a team of Jamie Youngs 100% every day of the week, get him out in the outfield. But out of these lot, not too sure about the choices you've got available. There's not too many 5-star skillers. But I imagine there'll be a couple of lads who can whip some passes through, get that ball moving quite quick. And yeah, we'll see who they pick.
3v3 rush, no goalkeepers. That is the main point you're going to see here. Defenders, maybe not used so much from what we've seen so far. Again, talking the demo, talking about Melbourne Esports Open, other events where you've been able to play the game. And as we have a look here, I'm not sure we're seeing too many defenders, but a big centre back. We see Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool actually be one of the key players to use in Volta, purely because you couldn't get past him.
Exactly.
If you're not going to concede, you're not going to lose. But here we are, the first game for FIFA 20. It's Volta. And just like we've seen with the E-League and everything else, Treaders, going to just change some settings.
Yeah, a little bit of settings tweaking. Just don't want to get that trainer on the screen. I'm pretty sure these lads know how to play the basics of FIFA. We're getting right underway here. Almost a giveaway off kickoff from Jamie. He's going to let fly with a shot into the back left corner.
Treaders, we laugh, but why are we seeing this? Tell me why.
Volta's are just a tad more manual than normal foot and normal FIFA, but
took him 2 shots to adjust. That's all he needed. And foot was Jamie, just like that. He's got the hang of it, it seems.
Got a big Kenny Atu walking around the back on the volley.
Oh, you don't want to give that away.
Terrible giveaway by Jamie. Essentially just gifting Mo a goal. It's 1-1.
Celebrations off the wall, Treaders. They've already got a laugh from the lads, but it is something that you can do with your manual player. Sometimes the AI will join in on the fun. Jump off the walls if you want them selected at all. Another opportunity early. That manual shooting, it makes a big difference compared to Ultimate Team.
Making both of these players look incredibly ordinary at the moment. Coming from essentially the edge of the D and smashing it well and truly wide.
Good to see Mo going with King Kenny though. NPL respects. NPL. Pass inside. Good little save. Fair enough. Boland can't get on the edge of it. Triangles. 3 players. Makes sense. Broxham. Offload to Atu. This is a shambles and I'm loving it.
Some very interesting pieces of play happening at the moment. King Kenny all the way up the other end of the field. Unfamiliar territory for him. Jamie takes a shot on. But Naboot doing some defensive work. Kenny on the break. Mili Unisic.
Have they got enough controllers already, Treaders? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Maybe they don't need another one and they're like,
oh, another giveaway and another goal.
That'll do it. Proxy's let him down. He's a versatile man in the Hyundai A-League on the Volta pitch. Leaving a little to be desired. Riley McGree back at Adelaide United this season, making it count for the 3v3 rush. Not a lot of fouls in 3v3, Jamie, if I could answer your question while I commentate. If a foul is given, you'll just be able to take it from where the foul occurred, run straight on if you wish. No need for the ball to stop. That's a strike from distance.
A long-range screamer, as long range as you can get in Volta. He's done very well to keep that on target, considering the shots we've seen. But now, Mo looking to pretty much walk in the net with Kenny.
1 minute remaining in this first stanza. To the first time strike, that's how it's done. I'll get the ball, he says. He doesn't want any off-the-wall celebrations. He needs more goals. Please no. Not like this.
Nearly panic stations for Jamie there. That hard pass back. Giveaway, turning it over to King Kenny. Kenny taking the shot. He's playing so high up. This is incredible scenes from the man. Now Jamie turning that ball over with his shot.
Shove him against the wall, Treaders. Bit of ice hockey in that one.
Not sure how legal that is. Jamie flicking up with McGree. McGree passes it in and another goal for Jamie. He's working these goals beautifully. He's more than happy to hit the celebration.
So we have a look on the replays. Some of the fun replays you're going to see in Volta. Some from the crowd, some even from a phone. Gives it that real intimate look and feel. Lovely dribble through. Only 17 seconds remaining. The also lucky call from Jamie to Moswed. 11 seconds. Really counting this down a bit like a shot clock in another sport. The long shot doesn't come off. One more opportunity perhaps. Bit of a rebound it means. Nothing can be extended at the break. Jamie Moe, it looks a bit shambolic from where we're sitting at half time, but can you tell us what you're thinking?
Well, you know, McGree's just running this show at the moment. We should be about 6-2 up, but I'll take the lead going into the second half.
Moswed?
I didn't have my glasses on, so now I'm going to come back to the game and hopefully win it.
Yeah, I don't have my contacts in either. I can't actually see what's happening.
We're just guessing at this point, but...
You got some of your E-League fans, by the way, and fellow competitors in the background. I'm not sure if they're cheering or jeering exactly. With a controller at stake, you need to be concentrating. 4-2 at the end of the first half. The E-Regional rivalry, as it is being coined, we can now extend that to Volta. Why not?
Pass off the wall from Jamie. One of the other new mechanics, you can play with walls, different types of walls. I think in this particular map, or rather pitch, as it's more correctly called, these walls are hard walls, so the ball will ping right back off with a similar amount of power as Jamie just pretty much walks through Mo, hits a long shot and scores a pretty easy goal.
Just give it to Riley McGree, apparently. We said he's back at Adelaide United, shooting from distance. That's not even gone between the legs. The defender has been sold completely, and Mo has it all to do. Get rid of Ultimate Team, mate. You only need Volta, Jamie. 5-2 lead. Who knows what the future holds for this game mode. Very early.
Terrible giveaway. Mo pretty much walks it into the back of the net. Comeback is on, 5-3.
My man was shooting, man.
There we go. There's a little angle from the crowd on the phone. There is a particular move, just by the way, if you'd like to try and pull it off, where you can head it into the goal. You might have seen a mate do it as Jamie scores another one. Kick off. Not in Volta, mate. Not in Volta. You might have seen a mate do it maybe when they're trying to take the bounce, you get down on all fours and head it in the goal. You can actually do that in Volta. It can be pulled off. We can talk you through it if you like, Jamie. There's time, mate. There's still time.
Pretty sure the method of doing that is using L2 and R2 and holding the right stick
in, mate.
So get through Mo's 3 at the back defense in a 3-a-side game. And you might be able to pull that off, and he's almost there. And
tell me that's not, oh, thank goodness, earlier foul. If you are sort of new to skill moves, if it's not really what you're used to doing, of course in Volta, you just hold in those 2 triggers, use that right stick, and you're going to see a lot of those being, I won't say performed for you, but being performed more simply, which hopefully, for people new to the game, Treaders, it's a real barrier of entry removed.
100%. It just gives the casuals a little bit more of a glimpse of what you can do. Obviously, it's all based on the direction of your left stick rather than what you're doing with your right stick. Gives them a little bit of a taste and inspires them to do more. And Jamie hitting a couple of long-range bombs.
He has really taken the Volta. I got to admit, when we saw those opening few stanzas, I was wondering if either competitor would adjust, and Jamie certainly on the attack. All right, maybe I should just keep my fat mouth shut, Moswed. You can see that there's something in it, Treaders. You can all sit back and laugh and say it's just a bit of a laugh. You see Moswed, I don't think he's ever chilled in a game of FIFA.
Absolutely not. The sweat is real, and Jamie almost starting to bottle it. Hits a shot, does Mo, and loses it, gives it away.
It's one way to learn about passing off the wall, Treaders, is to think you're passing to a player.
Shoy, the header in. Oh, he's just walked it into the back of the net. He's forgotten how to do it. The left L2, R2, right stick towards the goal. L2, R2, right stick towards the goal will allow you to do that. But focus on getting the ball behind them first, lads. Another long shot from Mo. Player falls down after this shot.
Treaders, there's 10 seconds left. Count us down to what you've seen, mate, please.
There's been some unbelievable play though. The ball in, would have gone out for a throw. The final 3 seconds, Mo passing around the back. He's 4 goals down.
Dearie me. Let's hear what they have to say, Treaders, very quickly, please. Moswed.
I got nothing to say.
Oh.
Hey, all I'm going to say is there's a lot of big talk before the game. I don't hear much now, so I'll take it. I'll take the dub.
Congratulations, Jamie. That is the first win of FIFA 20. It is on Volta, a commanding 8-4 win. There's a prize for you. You can give it to him now if you like. Give it to him later.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Yep. Here you go, mate.
Look at that. Sportsmanship from the start. You love to see it. See you in Foot Champs, I believe, is the line from Moswed. Great to get FIFA 20 underway here. Great to get Volta underway. There's a lot more to come. Don't go anywhere as we head on back to our hosts.
I'm not going to say it's boring because it's keeping me in a job.
Yeah, what about that, getting to see some of it live in action, but how good does Volta look, that mode that we're drawing back to, the street football, and awesome to play with your mates as well?
And just to prove that we're not here just to watch the FIFA 20 on the screen, we're going to bring it to life right now. We've got some of the best pro street ballers in all of Australia with us right now. They're behind me, and Tara's going to meet them all and find out what they can translate from the game we've just seen, Volta, the new edition on FIFA 20, and what we can do in real life. They've had a look. Tara, over to you.
We've probably got an emerging street footballer as well.
Yeah, oh no, keep him out here, keep him out here. Yeah.
Look at this guy here, he's probably pretty good with a ball that's got a rattle inside it. Are you going to have a go?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can you introduce yourself to me? I'm just going to quickly go around in the circle or quickly, or tell me a little bit about yourself and your name.
Jami, promoting street football out here in Australia. It's what the country needs. You know, we want packed stadiums, and they pack out when you got players, you know, doing skills.
Yeah.
That's what the public pays to see, isn't it?
Jami, and your son?
Yeah,
your
my
son
son Noah over there.
Emerging street footballer, little Noah?
Yeah, emerging football star, Australian football star. That's it.
Big call, lovely to meet you. We're going to see you in action shortly.
I'm Adolph, and I'm representing Lynx Football Group.
Yep.
And we recently went to Brazil, and we saw the street football here. There was so much different to here. We want to bring that here, incorporate that here, and get more people involved.
How was it different?
It was just everyone had a ball. We went on the beach, everyone had a ball. You go to a beach here, no one has a ball or anything. It's so crazy.
No clothes on the beach either over there, huh?
No clothes, take your ball to the beach.
That's it.
I represent Sydney Street Crew. We were like one of the originators of street football in this town. Listen, I'm Croatian, so as Adolf said, street football there's huge, and when you come back here, there's nothing to do. So things like Volta, bringing this in is great, and we need this. So as they've already covered, we need the stadiums packed, and that's as simple as it is.
Looking forward to seeing you in action.
Michael Borg, with Adolph from Lynx Football Group. And yeah, in Brazil it was just insane. Everyone had a ball, and didn't matter what you do. If you're a shop owner or a pizza maker, they could all do things that no one over here can dream of doing. The control is unbelievable. So hopefully we can do something here.
You guys are pretty close. Last but not least.
Dimi Petrados, also with Lynx with Adolph and Michael. Just hopefully we can. I don't know what to say.
He's a Petrados. He does his talk with his boots. He doesn't do it in front of a microphone.
Petrados love interviews.
Yeah, Dimmy. Dimmy in the A-League loves it.
I won't get you to talk anymore then. I'll get you guys to show us. And Adam, are you going to...
Well, who's first? Who wants to start off what we've seen in Volta on FIFA 20 and replicate a trick we've seen on that?
I haven't seen the video, sorry.
I'll do one.
Okay.
Yeah, first up over here.
Go.
Just stand there if you want.
That's just rude. You can't go first and do that.
Okay.
Did anyone else bring another ball? Because I don't think we're going to get this one back anytime soon. Little Noah's watching over there, thinking, yeah, one day I'll be able to do that. Next.
Game
You've seen some of the tricks. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, touch, Tara.
Oh, yeah, so good, so good.
That's good.
He's trying to match these guys. That's pretty hard.
Oh, here we go.
All right. I don't actually see what
Oh, not bad. Legs 11. Nearly.
Up you come.
The quietest one. You've always got to watch the quiet ones.
We watched Adolf. And run down the line to shoot.
Thankfully, it's yes. One of those.
It's a 10 p.m. Oh,
Not over to the
hey!
cameraman, you're getting trip over. Who wants to have another go? What we've seen.
Keep it up between us. Do something cool.
Oh, close.
Yep, rate that.
Oh, some good forward control there.
I'm going to put it down to his waist until it goes.
If someone did that in a game, what would you do if they balanced it on their head?
2-foot him.
2-foot him? You give away a foul? Or would you
football,
try and just nick it off his head with another header?
Street football, you just...
Hey, Adam!
And that's the extent of it. That's the extent of it.
Stuff it up. Doing better than Adolf.
Or I'd tear my hamstring in half if I tried. Snap it off the bone. Hey.
There we go.
Oh, those long legs working. Or give Noah a touch. I think, Tara, we're going to get some people out from the audience to see if they can replicate something that they've seen on Volta and the challenge.
What's the easiest? If you're going to replicate, gents, where's your starting point?
Around the world? Either or.
Either or, yeah. If you're trying to teach someone.
The clapper is an easy one, but it's difficult.
Are you thinking about getting involved?
No, I'm not going to get involved because I'll probably break my...
Drag it out, and then it goes behind the leg.
Okay, I've got a headache looking at that. That's good. Okay, go again. Abs?
No. No. What do you think?
He's tying a knot with his legs.
All like the same thing. Like the opposite way.
Okay. And that's why you guys do what you do, and we do what we do. Should we get a couple of people from the audience to join in?
Yeah, I think we're going to get a couple of the crew from out here at Ultra Football that have made their way down tonight. We're going to send them on. Amanda's going to send them on right now. Here we go. And they're going to try a few tricks. And we're going to get people to vote who they reckon you
never know.
is going to be
New coach.
the best tricks. I think we might have a little prize to give away as well. Our highest scoring guest, apparently, Tara, is going to score themselves a new PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller.
This actually
you know
looks
what's
like
on the
a
line
bit
here? You can actually win something. Have you been told that?
No.
Okay, you might be able to win something.
Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Dylan Banks.
Brisbane Roar fan or?
Repped Brisbane Roar in E-League Season 2.
Awesome.
FIFA 19.
How do you think you're going to go with these street football styles out here?
I don't know, I can do a few keep-ups, but we'll see how we go.
Andrew. My name's Andrew. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Good. Yeah, really good, thanks. A little bit. Yeah, no, I feel intimidated watching their skills out there, you know what I mean? Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
Jed Hawken?
That's a very strong name.
Is it? Yeah, well, there you go.
Football?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Don't mind it. Yeah.
Mind it? See what these guys did earlier? Do you think you can give them a run for their money?
I reckon I can, yeah.
Jed, where's your hat?
Yeah.
Where's your hat, Jed?
Left it at home, back into Toowoomba.
Have you seen Jed on Instagram with the basketball hoops and the bins out the front of his house? He looks like he lives in the middle of the country, and he's doing all those things with the soccer ball, with the rugby league ball, with every ball you can think
So we're
of.
here to get a lesson off you, Jed. Great. Okay, good. Okay.
Boys, good luck.
You played that one down.
You too.
He's won the Peters Walker.
So where are they starting, gents, or are you throwing it over and? Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
All right, Jed. Okay. He's played that one down.
Have you seen White Man Can't Jump, the movie? The basketball movie?
Yes.
This here's Billy Hoyle. he comes out of the crowd, and then all of a sudden, he wins the cash and he gets his girlfriend on Jeopardy because she knows all the words with the
Oh, that is impressive.
food starting with the letter Q. That's it.
We had our fun.
Oh!
Then he's gone for goal.
I can do this. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? It's so good. Oh, nice. Oh.
They're still in the air, I swear. He was on the ground.
No, jump in. 6, 7, 8. Ooh.
Oh.
Give a twirl off.
The phone and the wallet have gone down. This is war.
Bit of Cossack dancing there.
8, 9, 10.
He's actually a link in secret. I don't know, man. I got him training gigs, so I think I bribed him. Keep it up. Oh, crossbar, do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyone have a bin we can put here? Oh,
Right, I'm going to set up something on the halfway here, and I'll roll it out. I want to see a Rabona top corner from someone. Possible? So I'm going to start it here. I'll just roll it out gently to them. They're going to go, and they're basically going to try and score like that. Okay? I don't know if that's part of Volta, but it is now. Who's first? Who's first? You can do a trick and finish. Do something to flip the ball up. You can either go straight Rabona or something spectacular, or I don't know.
I'll see how good your pass is first. If I don't
He's just blamed Adam. Slavy. That's so cheeky. Ooh.
Ooh. Not bad. Who's next? If you end up leaving your feet off the ground and using hands, that'll be extra points, okay?
No. Okay.
Taz, you can send this one in.
Yeah, what?
Who's next?
Oh, we're getting a bicicleta.
Yeah, go.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Ten
Next.
points for imagination and fantasy.
You want it back? You made me flinch. Here we go.
Oh, nice little. Ooh! Oh, that was impressive. That was impressive.
You even got some EA Sports paint in the back of your head as well. So. Ooh. Okay, I'll be gentler this time.
Oh, oh.
Nearly. Jed, you haven't had a go yet. Over there. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Oh.
The Rabona is the most underrated thing in football. Someone's got to get it. I'm glad I set this game up, Tara. It's working out beautifully. There you go. Finally, who's got some more tricks for us?
What was that?
Who's up? Game of horse. Have we got that long? How long before we got to get back to the guys on the couch? Oh no, we've got a bit more time. Yeah, juggle in a circle and let's see some flair, huh? Let's see some flair. It's like a dance-off. Wish I had some music.
I know.
Taz, you got some music on your phone?
We do need some music. I've got some wiggles.
Yes. No, well. Just about to get rid of all those CDs. Ooh.
When we get the signal, you guys are going to cut back to them. I'm going to give you a signal.
Okay, cool.
Righto. I think, Tara, while these boys are sorting themselves out here, and Jed's showing a few of them up as well, I think we're going to get inside, back outside the cage, and go back to a few of the guys. I think they're playing another game of Volta.
I believe they are.
A few of our pros, and yeah, I think we're going to head over there right now.
We're going to leave the street.
Fantastic to see some of the skills being performed on the pitch. Fantastic to see some of the skills being performed on the pitch. The IRL skills, but we're back to Volta. Jamie and Mo have had a game and now they want more. They've come back to us. This honestly was not a part of what we were going to be doing, but they've said, we weren't prepared, we weren't ready, we want another crack. Treaders, they're going for slightly different teams this time.
Yeah, a couple more skilled teams, dare I say. Got the likes of Neymar, Messi, Dembele, all those high-class players. This time they're not playing for control, not playing for a prize, but there's a lot of pride on the line.
Mo may not have realised this, but after taking the L in that first match, he's going to be keen to get revenge. Lads, when you're ready, let's get this underway. Barcelona, as my friends would have me say, versus Paris Saint-Germain. Cavani, one of my favourite players in Ultimate Team last season. A few people going to have a go at me for that. As we have a look at some of the varied stadiums that you can have, Tread, as you mentioned, the difference in walls. Some of the pitches don't have walls whatsoever.
Absolutely. So without the walls, it just whacks out of bounds and got to restart from a kick-in, as you do in most normal futsal games. But when you have the walls, ping it into the wall, whack it as hard as you can, play a cheeky through ball using that wall. It's all up to you. Use your creativity.
So another thing that's up to you is the formations. Who would have thought there were so many different ways you could style your three players on the pitch, but evidently you can. Mo Zwed, when we see him finally make his team selection, so look again, took the L last time. Fair enough, Mo, you take your time, mate. He's gone, yeah, the straight line. It's literally called the 1-1-1 line. A few different triangles. Thank you, Mo. That looks a lot more normal. I'm just trying to imagine my mates lining up in a straight line on the futsal pitch. The handshakes are here. Again, nothing on the line apart from pride. Jamie takes the first ever win in Volta in Australia in FIFA 20. Here we go, number 2, different court. Same problems. That trainer's on. Do they need it on after that last performance?
100%. They need to learn how to shoot. Come on, lads. It's just press B. Press B, lads. Or circle, rather.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well done. You'd be great at this, Shredders. Here we go. The lower walls. I believe if it goes above there, if I'm not mistaken, it will go out of bounds. Shot from distance early on. Here are some names you'll definitely be familiar with. Di Maria, Messi, one driving at the other. And there's your long shot if you don't have that one defender standing on that near post. It's going to be easy goals.
Absolutely. That lack of a defender choice that Jamie has made already hurting him potentially. Still early days though. Likes of Griezmann and Messi give him plenty of firepower.
You mentioned manual defending. No doubt you were talking about Ultimate Team specifically, but it looks like in Volta, I'm not even going to say looks like, I can tell you, in defense, you need to automatically select. There we go, that man at the back. Otherwise, he's not going to be stationed where you need, and it's an easy goal for your opponent. Here's Messi. Goes for the shot from distance again, Treaders.
Those long shots are quite difficult. You have to very specifically aim it. It's not just a matter of a little bit of automatic lock on and
De Jong, he's just going to fire himself in there with the header. Don't get too many headed goals in indoor soccer and futsal.
Now the counter attack is on. Jamie bursting down the middle with Messi and another clutch block from, I believe that was Marquinhos.
And then the open goal not used. No doubt just taking some time once again to adjust to the manual shooting. Griezmann has what would have been an open net, but this is the time to show off apparently when you're on the live stream, Treaders. Start pulling out the skills.
Absolutely, flex your skills. And if they use that L2 and R2 at once, it will automatically skill in the direction they're facing. But now Verratti throwing goal, what a strike from Mo, it's 2-0 up.
I believe Mo not completely happy with his lineup. Believed he made some changes. Maybe the game just decided he took too long. Little cheeky dink to get us underway. De Jong, another new arrival at Barcelona. Blocked the first time and the second. That's why, Treaders, you manually select that last defender.
And Messi on the counter. Passed it to himself off that wall. And another wall pass. Panic, scramble defense from Jamie. Just trying to get it away from his goal at the moment.
This is very different to what we saw in that first game. Moswed adapting, dare I say, nice and early.
And he's walked it into the back of the net. Jamie cannot believe what he's just seen.
We're just going to close up on this man's face right now. Goodness gracious me. He got it firing for the controller, and then when there was no prize, he started to take it a little easy. Moswed absolutely in his element. We know he can skill it. I think he wanted to be out there on the Volta pitch we have here at the event, showing off his skills. He's got his football boots even on, I noticed, Treaders.
It's ready and raring to go. And maybe that's helping him this game right now.
He thinks he's actually out there right now. Didn't help him defend that. With 12 seconds remaining, I think we may have just psyched him out of a goal there, Treaders. He's laughing like a kid playing his first game of FIFA, which you love to see. 8 seconds remaining. Trying to squeeze it at the back post. Doesn't seem to want it. 2 seconds, take the shot. Doesn't happen. However, a reversal of fortunes to what we saw in that first game. Quick words from you, please. What was Wamey?
I mean, it's just goal hanging, one player in the goal at all times, counter attack. Dodgy moves, but it's working, so fair play.
Classic drop back, Moswed. What do you think?
The thing he doesn't realise is that my Neymar and Mbappe weren't selected, so I'm playing with players without any full-size skills at least, and I'm still winning 3-1. So imagine if Neymar and Mbappe were playing. It would be a disaster, mate.
2 centre-backs in Volta. The drop back is the claim from Footwiz Jamie. It is working for Moswed at the end of the day. You want to try and get results. I don't care if it's your second game of FIFA 20 or your 2000, as you've claimed that you've played, Treaders. I'm not sure if those numbers stack up, mate.
Someone to 1,700.
Check this man's profile. There we go. The truth starts to come out. Look at this. The skill to get past his man Verratti with the finish as well. A lovely goal. Just checking on him. Just making sure that he's okay. Tell you what, if you hate my laugh, this has been a bad stream for you because this is hilarious stuff. Once again, from the kickoff, a little scrappy Jamie. Dare I say, maybe he'd play a bit better with Adelaide United, Treaders.
Potentially. What a goal. Stunning goal from Mo Di Maria, taking it away from Griezmann, sucking Jamie in and just tucks it into the bottom right corner.
I think Jamie, quite honestly, is saying he wishes he had Riley McGree right now. Scored about 5 goals in that first game. Messi collect that rebound. I think Mo's saying he just gave him that one. All right, yeah.
And he resumes the shush. The toxicity coming out from Jamie. He is rattled. He's shaking.
The boys will not give up. It doesn't matter what game mode you're playing. It doesn't matter if there's something on the line or if there's not. As we see again, the close, intricate dribbling from Messi. No doubt going to be a go-to for many players when they're playing Volta. Wonder how many people as well will enjoy customizing their own pro, maybe looking at some of the big stars of international football for guidance, using their stats, trying to mimic them somewhat. Lucky boy is the call from Fui's Jamie. That's a good block off the line. There's a man on the ground. He blocks it a third time.
4 blocks in a row.
Quadruple block, baby.
4
yes.
blocks in a row. Can you believe it? And on the counter, another block. These lads are starting to figure out how to defend. Just get that man back there, essentially playing as a goalkeeper. I thought there was just no goalkeepers. They're just sitting back there.
Obviously seen me goalkeep Shredders. Just get your body in the way, anything on the line, and take it on the chin. A few turnovers. Lovely little sidestepping. Di Maria, I tell you what, we might be seeing one of the best players to go to, as we see a pause cue here from Jamie. Maybe it's time to try the line after all. What do you think, Shredders? Is it just to do with the different teams, or has Mo just simply learnt a bit more how to play Volta within the space of about 30 minutes?
Well, we've seen Mo have that single player sitting back on that goal line, the defender, Marquinhos. He's just been guarding that territory, and Griezmann did it for a little bit there, but he's not dedicated to that, and I think Jamie's just switched to that formation. As what on earth is that strike? He has smashed that from about halfway, and it has gone into the back of the net. Jamie is in absolute shambles right now. I can't speak too much bad about him because he's sitting right here. He might spin around and...
Yeah, be careful, Shredders. Verratti, often maligned in Ultimate Team. Maybe not the card people want. If he can strike like that in Volta, he may well have found his niche. How many attempts does he want, though? There we go. There we go. I was waiting for it. Bit of a delay. Jamie giving it as good as he got. As we get down to the dying stages, 45 seconds, then there is a rare foul. You can just dribble if you would like from that stoppage. There you go, mate. We help each other. If you could just help me with my pack like an Ultimate Team, that'd be great. Ball coming through Messi. Going
Still
through.
Messi.
Can anyone stop him? Off the post, maybe.
He's done so well to keep that ball as Mo, once again, coming down that left-hand side, gives the ball away. Messi going all the way here. Cuqueta, double Cuqueta, and tries to thread it through, but alas, cannot find the back of the net. A back post cross coming out from Moswed.
He's going to try it all. 10 seconds remaining. Moswed has turned it on with PSG. Barcelona seem to be struggling in La Liga. Their struggles extend to the Volta pitch. That will be that. Jamie has the PlayStation 4 controller. Zwed has the bragging rights in this second game. There's a few shushes, a few dabs, but it's all love really at the end. Once more, just some quick thoughts, Jamie. What on earth was the difference between those two matches?
I mean, he claims he didn't try to, create his lineup, but I think it worked because he had Marquinhos, who I think actually filled up the whole goal. So every time I shot, there wasn't a chance of going in. So fair play, and then he counter-attacked me 7 times and scored 7 times. What happens?
I mean, all I hear is excuses from this man. He doesn't take any loss he gets. So I'm glad that I redeemed myself from the first game. The prize doesn't matter. It's all about the pride, and at the end of the day, it shows that I am the better player with better team. So
you just can't argue with it, can you, Mo? Because we've taken the microphones away. That's how it works. Fantastic to see some Volta action. Great sports here. Hopefully, we're not in too much trouble after that call. There isn't just Volta in FIFA 20. We are going to talk about it a lot this evening. There's also some classic 11 versus 11 gameplay. Let's check some of it out now.
Should've been done this, should've been caught up. Even Granny got hit with no antenna. And the cool kids peeped on the internet. Ain't no fight in the hype when it's evident. I mean, feast for your eyes. Ain't you mystified? At a minimum, fresher than your Listerine. Oh, you missed it, huh? How you missed the vine? You missed the mastermind. Crazy. The one. Yeah, you looking at the best. There you go, you're looking at number 1. I gotta tell him. Yeah, you looking at fire. Coach, you looking. Yo, no cap with that. Cause when the B's to the knees, like 100 degrees, it's the B to the EST. You got me. I got the brains on me, or the intellect. And when I be on scene, all the eyes connect. So come get some. Smooth as peanut butter, you know, other feast on me, man. I've been the best. I got the brains on me, or the intellect. And when I be on scene, all the eyes connect. So come get some. Smooth as peanut butter, need no other feast on me, man, I've been the best. Amazing. The one. Yeah, you looking at the best. Yeah, you're looking at number one. Gotta tell him. Yeah, you looking at fire. Coach, no cap. Cause when the beams to the knees like 100 degrees, it's the B to the BST. You got me. Got the keys on me or the intellect. And when I be on scene, all the eyes connect. So come get some. Smooth as peanut butter, need no other feast on me, man, I've been the best. I got the moves.
Yeah, plenty of big changes to gameplay, of course, in FIFA 20. Before we speak about that, welcome back to the couch. We've got to touch on that absolute shellacking Moswed gave Footwear's Jamie. Don't worry, Jamie, you will get another chance at revenge. We will get you playing an 11v11 game, but just a quick comment on...
Yeah, that was surprising. I mean, Moswed, he's a bit of a freak on the sticks, but I did not think Jamie would get a shellacking that bad. So, fair play mode. Jamie, got to pick your game up, mate.
It wasn't too bad, Jamie. Don't worry, you will get your chance at redemption. But anyway, if you are watching still, then thank you very much. We've still got a little over an hour left to go until FIFA 20 is live and available to download and to pick up here in Australia. So getting very, very close indeed. We are actually going to, right now, if you're watching, you've picked a bloody good time to be watching because we are going to be dropping a code in the next few moments or so. So stick around for that. As a matter of fact,
has come early.
Look at that. There you go. First person to put this code in. This is a PlayStation 4 code. If you're the first one to put this in, congratulations, mate. You've just picked up FIFA 20.
Fastest fingers wins. Best of luck. But
what was it? Early word. Early word gets the.
No, early bird gets the worm. That's the one.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the biggest when it comes
to.
But
someone's just won a copy of FIFA 20.
Someone's definitely already put it in by now.
Oh,
surely,
yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah, you guys are fast. Anyway, regardless, we'll talk a little bit about some of the changes to gameplay. Like we did see in the trailer right there are some massive, massive changes. I think for me personally, I think in FIFA 19, penalties in FIFA 19 for me were okay. The thing that I maybe personally struggled with were free kicks. I was very inconsistent with free kicks, especially direct free kicks. And now that there's been a bit of a change to the system where you got your little circle, you can put it in a certain spot, I'm actually personally loving that. I love that at penalties, and I'm starting to get used to it at free kicks. It's something that if you really practice, you get damn good at it.
It makes it more of an art, doesn't it? Like,
it
people
does.
are going to dedicate hours upon hours. I saw Cripsy was streaming the other day, and he was just practicing non-stop on the demo free kicks. And that guy is very good at them now.
Yep.
If you come up against him in Ultimate Team, you better not give him a foul in a good position because he's going to put that one top corner. It's something that if you put the hours into now, you're going to become a absolute beast at, and it's definitely going to be a huge part of the game this year.
Were you playing FIFA like 05, 06, like when the you used
Those
to
are
have
like my
the
earliest ones.
Yeah, the circle in the
Yes.
reticle. Like you'd always put it in the top corner, you charge it up, and it would almost always go in.
That's a big throwback.
Yeah,
there.
it's a
Wow.
big throw. Hey, it's going back a fair bit. That is like literally 12, 13 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, wow.
I'm really old. My God, I'm only just having that realization. No. But no, that would always go top ends. This time it actually requires like a little bit of finesse, and you've got to position it perfectly, get the power right, get the spin on it and everything. I personally love it. I'm really looking forward to getting used to it more. But it's not just that, of course. We've got changes to, of course, one-on-one defending. You've got the ball physics, which is massive, like passing the ball, the bobble that it takes, and that's definitely I think one of the most notable changes anyway.
Well, I feel like a lot of us players in FIFA 19, 18, basically all the previous FIFAs have felt like the ball is running along carpet. There's no deviations when that's not realistic to real world football. You get these little bobbles, you get these slight movements, and it's going to make the gameplay this year as realistic as possible. It's going to make it a true experience, and that's something that I'm a real big fan of. Also, the game tempo this year.
Yeah.
I am very, very excited about that. It's a lot slower, but I feel like it rewards people that have more of a footballing brain. Build-up play is so crucial.
I've started to notice when I first picked it up. Obviously, maybe this is obvious, but it did feel like a little slower, a little more lethargic build-up play and stuff like that. But I've been able to sort of, actually, I've noticed that my tempo itself is like slowly picking up over time. I suppose that's just natural when you actually play the game.
It's when you start to learn the game and start to really get your tactics, your custom tactics right. You learn what players suit you. That's when the gameplay starts to pick up. But you just got to play to your strengths. You've just got to think about what would work best in real-world football, and I feel that's a huge asset to FIFA 20 this year.
And if you've been watching like other YouTubers and you've been seeing on Twitter and stuff like that, then obviously it's getting pretty good praise the gameplay. But not only that, there's mystery ball as well, not just specifically to gameplay, but the new game modes.
Oh
you had house rules last year. They brought in some new modes, and now they've brought in mystery ball and a few others as well. But mystery ball is the one.
It is so much fun.
Ridiculous. I love that. But anyway, we've Yeah, we're getting, I think, relatively close to a rematch here between, I believe, Moswed and Footwiz Jamie. Regardless, we are going to send it over to Nathan Patrick, and we are going to send it over to Treaders for an 11v11 game. We've seen a lot of Volta so far, but let's see the real thing. It's 11v11, 90 minutes, and let's see if Jamie can get a little bit of revenge after the absolute...
he better hope so.
Yeah, the absolute shellacking. All right, Nate, Treaders, all yours.
Welcome back, Nate PTK here alongside Treaders. We've done Volta, we're going to bring it back now, as we've talked about, to some 11v11 gameplay. These two boys, you can't get rid of them. They're stuck here wanting revenge. This time, of course, Footwiz Jamie. And as you'll notice, we are back to A-League sides, Adelaide United and Melbourne Victory, who of course, Treaders, these two competitors represented in both seasons of the E-League.
Absolutely. Mo had a cracking season with winning the main league premiership, and Jamie had quite a good season of his own when he was able to play.
So many times he was called up to go to a big overseas international event. They are two of the best players from our region. We will have our eyes glued on this. In terms of formations, players, the lot of it Treaders, because obviously this is just one of the first games that these two will play against one another. Firstly in Volta, and now in Classic 11 aside.
Absolutely. Mo is moving to Xbox for this season, so it's going to be a clash that's going to be happening more and more. I believe Mo's specifically has moved to Xbox just so he can snipe Jamie when he's on stream. No other reason besides that.
It can go one of two ways, as I've found out. You can either get glory or get absolutely found out. And one thing we're seeing with these two competitors in this game, the 4-4-2 diamond preferred by both.
Well, Moswed used that 4-4-2 diamond to
tremendous effect.
Amazing effect during the E-League, the RBX, no back passes all the way up the pitch.
We're ready. We're going to have some drills. Maybe we'll be turning that training thing off one more time. To be fair though, the amount of players that I've heard that have been brought into FIFA for the first time, very grateful to learn what they should be doing at the right time. We do not mean at all to have a shot at you if that is you, as we've got two of the finest in the land. Can assume it's not going to be needed. You're going to see slightly more assisted shooting, but the defending Treaders, as you mentioned at the start of the show, manual defending, controlling your player, absolutely vital.
Absolutely, you need to be taking control of the nearest man to the ball, or at least tracking a runner. You cannot just be chasing players around the back with a Kante or another pacey defensive mid. You have to track the runners and make a challenge. As you see, Toivonen for Mo, back to Naboot. Tackled.
Straight away, first challenge that we've had in FIFA 20 between these two. Moswed is calling pen.
Yeah, we've seen some improvements in the manual tackling as well, so not only is it more rewarding to not chase around with it's less rewarding, to not run around with the central defensive mid. It's more rewarding to actually go out and make challenges if you've got the players who are able to make those challenges.
Fantastic to see as well for those that are used to what is called the drop back meta, as we see a slightly risky goal throw. It can't happen anymore. If you're going to try and rely on those AI defenders, you're just not going to have any joy. If you have any ability and skill with your left stick dribbling, you're going to be fine to find your way through. We've seen so far, as we think about one, Footwiz Dan in particular, some very high scoring results for those that have played the game quite early, and 8-8 for the man in the duck costume. Can his protege, Footwiz Jamie, do something similar here, at least in terms of goal scoring ability? Another attack repelled well by Moswed.
Seeing Mo just looking to get up the middle, another win back high up the pitch. The fullbacks are overlapping, trying to create that space. Mo finding space for Toivonen at the top of the box, getting it down to Hope, who has space to potentially shoot. Lose the ball, but wins it straight back. Brown to Hope. Hope in space. Looks at the top of the box of Broxham. Toivonen spinning around for the first time. Shot is offside for that shot.
Moswed, maybe after that Volta game, not quite trusting Lee Broxham with the shot. He's still maybe not happy with what happened when it was 3 aside. Had space on the edge of the area. As we see a foul given here in the first yellow card of FIFA 20 between these two.
About my second game of FIFA 20 in foot, I had Josh King playing at striker, Bournemouth player, absolute star. I did 2 challenges in one half. That probably would have just been no foul given in FIFA 19. As we see a shot hit the post.
Is that Riley McGree again? Potentially. I feel like when it goes to Riley McGree, Jamie's just going to want to have that strike again. What we saw with Volta, maybe working slightly well in the 11 aside. Treaders, I'd normally apologise for cutting you off, but no one wants to hear about Bournemouth and how they fluked their way into the top 6. As we see Moswed mistime a challenge, puts the player on the ground and gives Footwiz Jamie the first goal between the pair.
A little bit of desperation in that block, and the shot goes straight at the keeper, but keepers can't do too much, especially when they're low rated, except to parry it straight back to the attacker. A couple of desperation challenges. The player's not quite quick enough to get across to that, and it's 1-0 to Jamie.
And again, potentially in other versions of FIFA, you are just seeing the competitor let the AI take over in that situation, but you are forced to defend for yourself in FIFA 20, which I think is a magnificent thing, encouraging players to be more active in the game. Moswed not quite timing his challenges. Jamie, however, brings his centre back out beautifully.
Jamie showing that little bit of experience. In FIFA 20, I believe he's played at least a couple of games so far, in draft as well, in Ultimate Team.
It's a good way to nick the ball back.
Good way to make some coins early and even unpack a beauty. Talking about you, King Karan Gupta. Maybe that was squad battles. He keeps packing everything. You've been packing things. Where's Jamie with 2 icons already?
Let's not talk about that.
Moswed, we can move right along because right in time, Moswed has a goal. He has an equaliser. Lovely. I believe that's Naboot. He's come back to the Hyundai A-League. Not for Newcastle Jets, which is maybe been a bit of a sore point. It is the Melbourne Victory. Really the fans in Victoria are laughing. They're having a great time, as is Moswed. Lovely finish into the corner of the net.
All of a sudden, the opposition have the momentum.
1-1.
Favourites in the match.
Yes, I will go again. The original rivalry. I'll try and make it stick. Boland coming through. Very useful player to have. Good all-round player, including skills and weak foot. Lucinic. Just no way forward, well defended. You see Moswed dropping, I believe it's the left centre mid into that corridor to make the interception.
See Jamie switching very well between tracking runners and making the challenge with his back line. As we see Jamie at the top of the box, where he's also dangerous with his variety. A heel-to-heel gone wrong, but it still finds its way to McGree. McGree, top of the box, loses out.
But you can tell he wants it on McGree's left foot so much, and Moswed leaning in. There's that meme, right? When you're concentrating, can you do those ones? That was Moswed right there, and it paid off. This is Cruz, who's on that yellow card, just waiting for the run to be made. Brown does oblige eventually. Mo playing it inside, finds hope. Unfortunately, there is none on that first attempt. And then that might have been a tackle gone wrong potentially, turned into a shot. Whatever it is, it blazes well wide.
See Mo try and press nice and high up the pitch, try and get the high turnover. Because once you're in behind this year, there's no coming back. You cannot be, well, it's very hard to be chased down unless you have a very, very quick defender. The likes of Varane or Hernandez from Bayern.
Or at least have some fast fullbacks to help you out. We've seen in competitive FIFA, Ramos being moved to a right back spot, similar centre backs being moved there for that solidarity in the air that has changed now. You need those pacey fullbacks. But even the centre backs, as you're saying, Treaders, you wouldn't say that pace is overpowered in any way. It's just now back at that consistent level. Or if you time your pass correctly, get that man making a run, he will run through that line.
In saying that, I don't think we'll be seeing Toivonen making those bombing runs in behind. I believe he's only around 50 pace, so it's definitely not one of his strengths. His strengths are more up in the air, winning that ball down and releasing those runners as he looks back.
Nothing wrong with the industry
and finds Hope, who plays Cruz, who might be offside. He's not. Someone's played him on, gets it into the top of the box and recycles it out wide.
Definitely recycled it, definitely intended. Stormroot taking on his man. Ball found kindly to Toivonen. Plays it back outside. Donaghy is very high up the pitch. Let's just play a few 1-2s. Then a clever little back heel. Brings it back out wide. Jamie defending very well though, Treaders.
Jamie's been quite solid at the back so far. Now he can release his players on a counter. He's got the speed of Miljuničić, or rather Miljusinic.
It's been pronounced a few different ways over the seasons. We've got Adam Peacock here tonight. I'm sure he could tell you at the break it's very tight. As we have a few quick thoughts from the boys. Jamie, Adelaide United, using that A-League team, has sometimes been your downfall in the past. You brought it back with Volta. How are you feeling in this first game of FIFA 20?
Yeah, you know, I still have nightmares from A-League head-to-head opposition, so I've been practicing all day and night for this moment right now.
Moswed?
What was the question again?
How are you feeling about using the A-League teams? You used them once in Volta.
Not as bad as I thought. I'm getting a lot of movement, a lot of forward runs from my strikers, which I really like, and I've got a lot of options going forward.
So you're using your fullbacks particularly. We hope you see more of that in the second half.
Hopefully get a great
Corey Brown down the left-hand side, Storm Rue, I believe, playing right back.
And I'm just going to interrupt you right there, Nate. We have a code that is going to come up on your screen right now. I believe it's for PlayStation Plus subscription, so get that code, enter it into your PlayStation, take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do to get that code. And congratulations to whoever has won that. That's going to save you quite a bit of money.
Thank you, Treaders. The excitement of a live stream, anything can happen. We saw these two boys come back and play another game of Volta. Now we got code giveaways. Good to know that anything can happen and that at least you're all over it.
And if you manage to win that, make sure you tweet at us, let us know if you want it. Get those socials happening.
Not the last prize that will be given away, so we've heard this evening. Get excited, keep following. As a few changes have been made for Wiz Jamie, going to a flat 4-4-2, which we saw some competitors getting use of at the start of FIFA 18.
Might be making a comeback this year. I'm a big fan of the 4-4-2, Brexit football, as you call it. Just lump it forward, see what happens. Sometimes that's your best policy, especially when you're playing up against someone with very high quality. I'm finding personally that my best method of countering the very narrow, anyone that's very good at the 1-2 pass, is going wide myself. Just really stretching them, trying to create that space, especially if they are able to defend, get those free options and a deflection that could have gone anywhere.
We're saying that's a green time shot, Jamie? Not quite.
A bit late.
A little bit late on that. Time finishing, a mechanic that was introduced for FIFA 19. It still is there in FIFA 20. You're going to have to be a lot more exact with that timing, Shredders. That window for the green beam has been decreased.
As you see, Jamie just walked through Mo's defence and gets the lead back again. It's 2-1. Jamie has made that goal look very easy to score.
New formation, new me, is the call from Footwiz Jamie. Maybe something we're going to be seeing from him during the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team season. 2-1, Miljusinic, however you want to say it, Treaders, gives the advantage to make it 2-1. And the flat 4-4-2 paying instant dividends for Footwiz Jamie.
And we'll see him come again. Miljusinic going into offset. Turning the ball over. Playing out from the back, Mo. Seeing that overlap as well. Toivonen not going to be able to do too much once he gets back on the ball, except release. Kamsoba, product of the NPL, finds a shot. Bowled over after he took the shot. Please waved away by the referee.
Elvis, after you.
He can now go through. He's now not a physical presence on the field. He'll not collide, but won't have your 1-2s with the ref to give away goals or create goals for yourself.
Took the words out of my mouth. Thank you, Shredders. As we see the ball played inside. Naboot going near post. Don't believe he was offside. Indeed, he wasn't. The miss is crucial. Just 2-1 the lead to Adelaide United and Footwiz Jamie.
There's the interception.
Mo certainly getting the triangle, the two strikers and the cam linking up well. But Jamie happy to use, as you touched on, Treaders, the wide men, the wide midfielders to stretch the defence of Moswed, then bring it back inside with a bit of space. Boland, well defended though. The player switch from Mo, vital at the last second.
Well, what we're seeing, because Jamie's dragging those players out wide, they don't have the pace to get back into position, which means that when he drags them out wide, as Mo has done here, they don't quite get to the ball, but Toivonen's lack of pace really hurting Mo there, I reckon.
I'm making some weird faces. I thought that Elvis had entered the building. He looked like the clear shot on goal was the option. He tries the audacious back heel instead. Doesn't quite come off. Mo, with a smile, gets back to business. Toivonen trying to work his way inside. Kito coming back to help out defensively.
Toivonen's really struggling to keep up with the pace that Mo wants to play at. Just seems to be getting caught out of position by the lack of pace, really. Which is unfortunate for Mo because he likes to play those quick through balls, the quick 1-2s. But Toivonen's nowhere to be seen when he's looking for them, and Jamie's through again. It's 3-1.
It's a lovely ball through the middle, to be fair. Mo with the instant pause. That will also pause that celebration. Maybe some personnel changes going to have to occur. But you see with that space created in the middle, Jamie now finding his passes where in that previously narrow formation, there just wasn't any before.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just creating those one-on-ones. Again, I'm talking a little bit of smack, but my general vibe that I've got from the game so far, you want to create as many 1v1s as you can, and the 4-4-2 does exactly that.
Stormroo currently at camp. Thank you very much. Going to need to change him out of there. Mo has changed to the 3-5-2, which we've seen a little bit in competitive FIFA, in FIFA 19. Fair enough too. So we have a look at these things being tweaked. He was dropped back. He now goes to balance to depth. Sorry, is the key formation, key custom tactic that Jamie's pointing out. It mattered not. It meant there was still space to play into, particularly in that attacking midfield area. Lucinic has got another. Is there a way back into it for Moswed for Melbourne victory?
You can see, I believe Toivonen has been taken off for King Kenny. Maybe a little bit of extra legs. We'll give him a little bit of a sniff. Osina boot on his left foot, blazes it over the bar. Not too far away though.
A little bit of space. It is on his weak foot and just a little wide in the end. There is still just enough time to get back into it. However, these 1-2s working wonders with the two strikers. Able to pass it out wide to the wide midfielders. Jamie happy to work it back. Surely he's not going to be passing it all the way back.
He wants more. He's looking for the revenge after the last game. Opsith drags back, working all the way around. Ensdal with a shot is absolutely abysmal from Halloran. That is something else, that shot right there.
The body language says it all right there, crumpling to a heap. Worked it so well from one wide midfielder to the other. At the end of it, Halloran did not quite have the finish required. Getting sourced is the call from Jamie to Moswed. Got out of it. If he can get this next goal, there is still hope. Bit of a fortunate positioning. Pressure being applied. Jamie, no doubt the heat is on a little bit here today, Treaders, but has coped with many more serious situations as he's released here for the fourth. Underneath the crossbar, comes back. Has a bit of a laugh. That could have been the sealer.
He's got bodied off the ball a little bit there as we see him coming again, creating space with a stop and a very close miss there. Jamie repeating that he's unreal to Mo. The mind games continue. But at 3-1, why wouldn't you think you are unreal?
They are two of the finest competitors. It is an absolute privilege to have them here for this launch. Moswed footwiz Jamie, and it is the latter putting on a fourth. It is a new game for all of us Treaders. It's a new game for these two gentlemen too. We're all getting used to it. We're going to try and explain the mechanics of what's happening, but it's not like the meta's been figured out just yet.
Yeah, not yet. Obviously, as in all games, the easiest way is to get it to that 6-yard box and just press shoot. Especially this year, you can trust that it's going to end up in the back of the net.
Going to say some might disagree with you based on FIFA 19, but in FIFA 20 what we're seeing is that composed finishing inside the area is working a treat. Can Mo get it inside? Not a lot of width on offer, forced to try and go back. Moroni coming with the turnover.
And coming at a little bit of pace, and Mo's three at the back has been exposed once again. Miljusinic bodied off the ball. He's thrown him to the ground.
They're see-through, but yes, there are refs available. Potentially didn't quite get a visibility of that one, let's say, Jamie. Deng, a very speedy centre-back. A lot of people talking about their A-League teams. I left Toivonen out of mine, and it is for that reason, a lack of pace, which seems to be oh so crucial come FIFA 20. Jamie looking for that 5-star performance, ball to the back post. And there it is. 5 of the best on this occasion as we hit stoppage time. Moswed got his Volta revenge, Now Jamie's gone and got bragging rights back.
Absolutely. Pretty well complete performance from Jamie. The 4 attackers in the 4-4-2, just leaving Mo's 3 at the back way too exposed. And a lovely finish, that near post finish, which seems to be happening a lot more than it did in FIFA 19.
Based off the sample size we have so far, at the very, very least, Moswed with one last chance for a consolation goal. It does not occur. Jamie able to get it away. And with these 2 storied teams at this ANZ FIFA 20 launch event, it is a 5-1 banging win for Footwiz Jamie. We'll hear from Moswed to start us off. Commiserations, Mo. Oh, screenshot already. Okay.
No, look, I thought I'll get better results playing with the Melbourne Victory, having the better players in the squad, but Jamie was too good. It was a tight first half, but then he changed the formation and outplayed me in the second half, so credit to him.
Jamie, would you agree with that assessment? Kind words from your competitor?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect those words from Mo, but I'll take it for sure. You know, first half, both narrow, found them out, went 4-4-2, and it was just game over from there.
Just in terms of your first thoughts of FIFA 20, obviously you've played a little bit, but how is the game feeling to you, at least on the limited experience you've had so far tonight? Mo?
I feel like it's a lot smoother than FIFA 19 in terms of creating play, creating chances. Defensively, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. For my part, getting used to mechanics and defending well and not letting players walk through my defense. But overall, I think it was really great gameplay, and I think it's going to be a great year this year.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Mo. Jamie, really quickly, we have seen you playing on stream. Your thoughts on FIFA 20 so far for us?
I think the best part is you saw in that game there, if I'm passing an unrealistic angle, I'm not going to get it to my player, but you really need to work a good chance and really look at a good pass to actually come off, so it's good so far.
We found plenty of those so far this evening. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time. And of course, whether it's the Hyundai A-League teams, Premier League teams, or whatever your poison is in FIFA 20, it's all about the player ratings. You'll see the players reacting to them, some getting a little bit angry at theirs, some loving what they're seeing. We're going to get more into FIFA 20 player ratings right now.
Welcome, Kaka. Access granted. Please proceed.
Ratings testing. Jesse Lingard standing by.
I'm so bossy, get off me. It's a different jingle when you hear these car keys. Ballers, I put numbers on the boards.
Pace test recalibrating.
Whether rapping or I'm rapping to rap, or might reach back and read after wrapping up the raw. Givenchy fitting like the gym clothes. 88 Jordan leaping from the free throw.
7 seconds. Exercise reboot in T minus 5 seconds. Exercise reboot in T minus 3 seconds. Commencing exercise.
25 smooth work like chore. Hit Delaware twice, needed 25 more. I see flaw, cracks in your diamond. CB4, Blue Rhymes, Simple Simon. The sticker in the window, in case you wonder what it costs.
Yes, welcome back. We are on the couch. What a couch it is as well. Joined by a couple of special guests from the Western Sydney Wanderers, Dylan McGowan and Daniel Georgieski. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Welcome to the FIFA 20 launch. We were commenting, Adam and I, that you've dressed up for both of us as well.
Dressed for a couch playing FIFA, that's what they're dressed for.
You told us to come in as comfortable as possible, but I was going to bring my slippers.
And a robe. It's pretty much the only thing that you're missing, and maybe some toast. We were talking off camera a little bit about your FIFA rankings. Do you guys know what your rankings are and who would be the higher ranked player on FIFA out of the both of you?
I don't know why you're celebrating. Is it not 65 each?
I saw that my pace was better than yours. Someone just said that. I think
So are you 65?
65 each.
The rating's the same.
65 confirmed.
Yep.
Yep.
Confirmed.
But my pace is better, surely.
Yeah, it is.
What about strength? Can we get an update on?
Don't look off
Strength
camera.
is not important.
So
right
your
now.
pace, Daniel, 70. Yours,
Reverse.
48.
You're pulling a piano up the field. You're on 48
My
or 46
handbrake-
or something.
FIFA's got my handbrake on, so I'm not sure. There must be a glitch or something happening.
In real life, have they got that right or have they got that horribly wrong?
Horribly wrong. Horribly wrong.
No comment. I'm happy with 70. I'll tell you that right now.
You should be over the moon with 70.
What is the talk like in a dressing room about FIFA and FIFA ratings as the season goes on and ratings are adjusted? Obviously, a lot of the guys actually play it, and the girls in the W League squad as well. But is there much attention paid to it, and who's the first to always look at themselves and what they are and all
Yeah,
that?
look, we got a lot of young boys in the team, so they're like proper nerds in that department where they just look at everything and
Wanna call
actually
them out?
religiously.
Can we name
no,
names?
no, I'm not gonna say that. They look at it religiously, you know. Then you got us older boys that are just ready to kick some ass. You know, we're just we're doing it. We're gonna kill you, but we have no idea what we're doing half the time. So
just pressing all the buttons.
yeah,
at
we're
once.
just like and then we just like hit him and intimidate him. So I think if that's probably part of your strength. That's probably. You know, you bully him a bit.
When you're 46 pace, you've got to use all the tricks in the book, you know. So it's about,
You've got to use
finding
something
an
else.
edge. Yeah, finding an edge wherever way you
What's
can.
the other one? There's tactics as well, or
there's all kinds of things.
Physicality, you'll be up there.
I'd be right up there.
Tactical nous, all of those things.
Who got to choose? You guys are roomies this season, aren't you?
Yeah,
Who made?
sure.
Was
This
that
is
a
an
Marcus
interesting
call?
story,
or,
Tara.
okay,
No, this
tell
is
me.
I got told that someone had requested me.
Oh.
Someone might or may not have a mullet, but I've been requested, and
Not intentionally. It's not an intentional mullet.
It's not. He intentionally requested me, but it's not an intentional mullet.
That's his story.
Yeah.
So when the new player, the Polish boy, came in, and Gavin, the club manager, comes, he goes, "I have a project for you."
Okay.
I'm like, "What are you talking about? I was injured." And anyway, I spent 20 minutes with him. And I went, there is no bloody way I'm taking that project in. And anyway, the next day we come in, you know, Dill's new, as is he, and they're both new in the change room. And
Best
then
of a bad bunch.
Best of a bad bunch. And then the boys were like, "Oh, who's your roommate?" And he just clicked to me. I go, "Holy crap, I'm not taking on that project. I'm not, you know." And I go, "Dill, do you want to be roommates?" Mind you, I've never really met him before. Like we've just played against each other, but not really had a chat. And he just looked at me and I go, "It's either me or Raddy."
Yeah.
And he chose
I wasn't
me.
fast enough. I wasn't fast enough to get away from him. So the 46 pace didn't help me there.
Hey, you've had a few trips away. Does anyone take the controllers, the PlayStation, or is it something that
Costa Grosas brought a PlayStation up to the Gold Coast? They were 2 doors down, so you just hear
That was the
be
party room,
silent
was it?
and then just an absolute noise coming from 2 doors down when someone got an equaliser. But we never got on. It's too big a,
they
it's too
didn't
big a
invite the
waiting list
grandpas.
to get in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
They didn't invite the grandpas,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
they
We were the
didn't.
ones knocking on the door trying to get some sleep. So
fair enough.
Sorry, we're a bit not that much fun, but
You're making it out to be real old. Here.
well, man, that's how
He's
that's how
30s,
I look at it.
So that's why.
I'm the older one. Figure that out. I don't know how that works, but
ratings-wise, who do you think should have the highest rating at the club?
In what?
Like FIFA rating.
FIFA rating overall.
Like at the
Overall,
club, in terms of-
overall, sorry.
player.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Pierman.
I reckon Schwegler's got it.
Yeah.
Not pace-wise.
You reckon Babel might still have you all covered?
I tell you right now, if Pierman's quicker than me on FIFA, I riot right here, right now. I'll riot. We've got to get someone in the background to check his pace because
Yeah, the pace isn't strong, but the rest would be up there.
yeah, he should be right up there.
Yeah,
But,
strength, formation-wise. But
Taz, talk to the Socceroos. That like guys like Matt Leckie and Robbie Cruz and like Tim, the oldest.
my pace is better than theirs.
Tim, no, but I'm saying that the FIFA competitions in the Socceroos camps are just unbelievable, aren't they? Yeah,
because I think they're together for like a week, 10 days. So of course you're going to bring in a PlayStation. Like we were in Gold Coast, like you said earlier, and 5 days there's someone bringing something in. But like you said, we couldn't get our turn, and I don't think they wanted us there. But yeah, they will have. You were in the Socceroos, you'd have had that. Macedonia, we didn't do any of that, so
couldn't afford it.
No.
I was a one.
No, we're sitting
how
at
you
Cap-
said Socceroos, one cap wonder.
Hey, look,
one cap wonder.
You were there once.
Yeah.
It's more than zero.
Didn't play.
Yeah, it's more than,
It is more than zero.
Oh, I was there for a bit. All we did was have coffees all day long. The typical Macedonian way. Tara, calm down.
It's late. Tara's not usually up.
Yeah, no, it is quite late.
Do they have an intelligence rating on FIFA?
I'm definitely up there.
Football
I'm definitely up nowhere.
I don't think you answered the question. Who would have the best at Wanderers? I reckon Marcus Babbel would probably have it, wouldn't he? As a player.
Babbel on the world class card, but yeah, we'd have to say Schwiegler, I think, or one of the foreigners. You would imagine, maybe Patrick.
Yeah, I think Patrick's up there. The new guy.
Alex, the new striker, would probably be up there.
Alex, yeah. I think they rate him highly because they come from Germany. So.
Yeah, it was his first day training today, so not seen too much of him. He's fairly jet lagged, I think.
Is he?
Hopefully they put him in business because he's massive.
Is he a big boy?
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked to sat next to him in economy if he was flying over. So, we first day training today, but he does look good, and hopefully he'll be a very good player for us.
Dan, did you show him around? Did you give him the tour?
I was the first one in the change room this morning. I said hello to him, and I just looked up at him and I said, I'm going for coffee. I'm not doing anything there. I made
Gavin not bad.
No.
You should have said not bad.
No, I told Gavin to get out of the way, and then he came and said hello, and he had these monster arms, and I just kind of shat myself, so I walked away.
If you haven't seen, by the way, Daniel Georgievski's work with a microphone in front of a camera with Western Sydney Wanderers, they're more. You've got a character, don't you? Have you got a name for this character?
No, I think it's just an ethnic father. Oh, that's a name, isn't it?
What about George Danielski?
No, none of that. I think that's actually good.
He's probably a better left back, George Danielski.
Not after my last performance.
I tell you that much.
Hello, my name is George Danielski.
What are you? Very good. A big cock.
He said more to come. That's not a very ethnic name, by the way.
Yeah, it has gone.
We have to stop. We have to stop. Back to FIFA.
Did you create the character? How did that evolve? What was the evolution behind that?
No, I think it just turned into Borat. We're just having a laugh, and I think the editing made it look like I was continuously speaking like that. It was just, I have these little 5-second stupidity moments, and
5 seconds,
and it added up to 2 minutes. So. There's a lot of little 5 seconds.
And so there's more to come, is there?
I hope not, but I can't really guarantee anything. Possibly.
Well, not to
any requests.
No, not to wish ill on the club or anything like that, but I don't think it's a smart play if you don't get off to a winning start in the season.
Yeah, no, football's first.
Football's first.
Football's first. All that joking aside, football's first. And
Bankwest will be red hot this season. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what it looks like on FIFA as well. Yeah. I'm assuming it's definitely made the game, so that. It's an amazing. Well, they're the crew that know exactly what's going on. So we haven't seen the game in its entirety because they're launched yet.
And they're just shaking their heads. What's going on?
At you, pretty much.
We're talking about the FIFA still.
No, but Bankwest will be under.
We didn't invite them.
Who invited? They're not the Wanderers players we thought.
Tracksuit pants. Far out. Dress for comfort.
Nah, look, we're looking forward to it as much as you guys. It's going to be something spectacular and being serious in that
How's the new training facility as well?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I think for myself and Daniel, it's a good time to sign for the Wanderers. You know, everything's been built this season, and now it's just about producing on the park. So we're really looking forward to it. Everything's there for us to do well this season. So fingers crossed we do.
And how's the coach? How's the gaffer?
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
It wasn't today they got smashed because they lost to the cup. Well, we won't get into that.
I was wondering what the reaction was off last Wednesday.
Do they do ratings on coaches as well? Because
no,
they
don't. Stop there, Daniel, before you get yourself into trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to get
and spend the season on the bench.
Any more trouble there?
I don't think you've seen my videos. That's probably
We're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for dropping by in comfort.
Yeah.
Best of luck for the season. Best of luck getting your FIFA rating up for the. I think they reboot it around January, so you've got about 10 or 12 games to get that rating up. Do some sprint training.
Obviously.
Dylan?
Obviously. Wow. I'm going to get ripped for that.
Yeah, you are. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Back in a moment with some real experts when it comes to FIFA right here on the couch.
He's a wonderful talent. He's so strong. A really gifted player. Look at that touch. Marvellous.
Quality this man, isn't he? Just so special.
for Roberto Carlos. Hooked into the penalty area towards Zidane.
Encore Zidane.
Welcome back. Daniel and Ryan have gone off to work on their things that they need to improve on ahead of the next ratings launch. But Jared and Jake are back for a chat about the game, and it's drawing closer, guys.
I heard you call us. I heard you call us the FIFA experts. I appreciate that, mate.
That's
good
a
chat.
real compliment.
Good chat. We'll take it.
Well, it's not us.
I'm just merely the bookend, yeah?
We're just here to tie it all together, and you guys.
Well, we got 30 minutes left now. We're nearly there.
You guys can just tell us more about the excitement building in your world, like how exciting this moment is when it does finally drop and everything's available, and you can just get ripped in and have these like sleepless weekends or sleepless weeknights as well, just trying to improve yourself on the game.
It is very, very exciting, of course, and with the game only coming out in about 30 minutes or so, we can't wait to get stuck in. I mean, we saw the trailer there for Icon Zidane, so there's a bunch of new players in the game that, in Ultimate Team anyway, that we're really looking forward to actually getting our hands on for the first time. Certain players that we've really wanted to see in FIFA for a really long time that are now there, like Zidane, of course, and I think there's a lot of new icons, really, to be fair. I mean, Jared, what about
Didier
Zidane,
Drogba.
Yep.
He's one that I'm really keen on. You got Pirlo as well. You got Kaká. There's Essien as well. There's so many new players that players have been calling out for a very long time, and it's very good to see them finally in the game.
Yeah, Adam, I know with your you called us the expert. I appreciate the compliment, but what were you thinking about? I don't know, were there any icons or something like that? Any legendary players that you actually enjoyed watching?
Well, firstly, I can't quite work out how Zidane wasn't there in the first place, but I understand why. But now it's finally worked out. But Pirlo, I mean, majestic player, so silky, beautiful to watch as a footballer, and it'll be interesting to see how that translates into FIFA. Obviously, especially when kids play FIFA, they want people to go forward quick and just wreck people in the final third. But this was a guy that just controlled a game of football in front of the back forwards, especially late in his career. Silky, I think he is totally deserving of his place.
He looks like a very good card as well this year because
sprint training off camera.
Dylan McGowan.
Was that? I saw some bloke just pop in and out, and I had no idea what was going on.
They're trying to improve their card. I respect the hustle.
The EA Sports scouts are just offset right now, just taking
wow. I'm gonna use them in FIFA 21 then. Look, forget about FIFA 20. They're gonna be great in FIFA 21.
I don't know what Pirlo's pace is. I don't know what
I don't imagine it'd be very good.
But it'll be about 30, I reckon. That guy just did not have a sprint on him, but he was still one of the best.
He just read the game so well, didn't he? He's been given 5-star skills as well, which is a huge compliment to him. There's not many players. Yeah,
I think. Can you get 6?
No, you can't. You can't. He deserves 6.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, I'm also being told really quickly, boys, that we've actually got another code coming up right now. So again, PlayStation 4 code. You put this in. There you go. If you put this in, you will be potentially, if you are the first one, you will pick yourself up another copy of FIFA 20. So
what is that?
Once again, what is it? Best in?
First
in best dress. I don't know any of this. I even messed up that one last time. I can't believe it. Anyway, getting back on track with the icons. Obviously, we've spoken about Zidane. We've got Drogba, Pirlo. I think you were talking a little bit before about what? Kaká.
Off camera.
Completely off camera.
You're an enthusiast, aren't you, Tara?
I think you saw some the ratings of Zidane, 96. Obviously one of the legends of the game.
Bit controversial that his rating's 91 or only
with Kaká's,
91.
Kaká's prime 91. We saw.
What's that? Why is that though?
Oh, that's probably a question that you've got to ask.
Okay.
I don't know who's in charge at EA for ratings.
EA?
That's definitely one of the. It's definitely one of the ratings that has got a lot of people up in arms to an extent, obviously, but still, regardless. I mean, Kaká was, injuries and all that stuff hampered his career. Maybe that's probably done.
Yeah, but in his prime, he was better than 91.
No, absolutely. I mean, to see Zidane 90. No disrespect to Ian Wright, who is another icon in the game. He is a great player and was a great player back in his day. But there's a little picture of him floating around next to Kaká at another FIFA launch party where they actually had the same rating in the game. They were both 89. Yeah. Again, no disrespect to Ian Wright, but this is Kaká that we're talking about. This is the last guy that won a Ballon d'Or before Messi and Ronaldo went on their ridiculous run. So, I don't know.
I do. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I know that doesn't make sense.
Are there any other controversial ratings that come up with this new FIFA 20?
We can,
So for so many years, Messi and Ronaldo have been the same rating in FIFA.
Yeah.
But this is the first year in a long time where Messi's actually higher rated than Ronaldo. Messi's a 94 rating, Ronaldo's a 93. And that has a lot of people up in arms because it's been.
Where's he lost the one? What is it? Where's he lost the one?
You got to say Messi had Like,
an insane season.
Messi
yeah.
was ridiculous in the Champions League, despite the way that he went out. He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And just in general, what he got, like 50 plus goals and assists combined for that season. Ronaldo obviously dropped off maybe just a little bit, but still put up ridiculous numbers. So
But in
maybe
terms of losing and overall,
it is justifiable. I think but again, the Ronaldo fanboys are obviously going to be pretty upset. Their boy no longer the highest rated, but regardless, either way, a little quick chat there about icons and ratings, and we're obviously very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Once again, be sure to be a part of the conversation on Twitter, #FootAU and EA Sports FIFA ANZ. But we'll leave icons, we'll leave ratings for now, because just in the background of this stream, we've actually had a little Volta tournament, and we've narrowed it down to our 4 finalists. So we're going to go over there right now. Nathan, Patrick, and Treaders are going to be calling it, and we'll see we can crown a potential Volta champion here at the EA Sports FIFA launch, midnight launch. So we'll send it over to the boys. Nate, Patrick, all yours.
Thank you very much for that. My name is Nate Patrick, or Nate PTK, and I'm back with Treaders because we want some more Volta, but we're mixing it up a little bit. Big thank you to Footwiz Jamie and Mo Zwed, who took part previously. But now it's time for a 2v2 competition. We have Kieran and Josh. Boys, good to have you here. Versus 2 very familiar faces, Rick, Footwiz Jamie's teammate at Adelaide United in Season 2 of the E-League, and of course, Melbourne Victory successor, Ben Carter. Those are the 2 teams. Treaders, how does having a teammate with you change the gameplay we're about to see?
Well, in a 3v3 format, it's going to change absolutely everything. You can have someone just sitting on that line while the other one pressures, or you can be cutting passing lanes while the other one pressures and in attack. You can drag a defender wide while you try and take on the shot. There's so much variety that comes into it. And I can't wait to see how these boys go about it.
Me too. We have seen a warm-up game that went down to the wire, let's put it that way. But as you mentioned, Treaders, keeping one man back, having a defender was really key, and using the other player helping out in attack. Unless you have that one man back, essentially is what I'm trying to say. It's all over, and you're going to concede something like the 8 goals we saw in the warm-up. I think these competitors understand that now as we get underway. Liverpool, this time up against PSG. Let's see how these 3 players line up.
So the man Mountain Van Dijk playing a massive role in the previous game. I reckon he scored nearly a hat-trick, but his defensive work was absolutely not to be discounted. So you expect to see both of these teams pick up a defender, as we saw in Mo's game. The amount of work that Marquinhos did was unbelievable.
As you mentioned that, Trent, he might have scored an absolute cracker in the Premier League. He's out. Van Dijk comes in alongside Mane and Firmino. Gentlemen, start your engines. We're excited to see how this goes. As we saw it with Jamie and Mo, and as we may have seen in the warm-up game, E-League and Ultimate Team form ultimately counts for very little. Liverpool versus PSG, these 2 playing 3v3 rush in Volta. A little pass off the wall to yourself to get it started. Why not? That man at the back not being controlled, not taken advantage of.
We see Kieran and Josh playing as Liverpool. And we got Ben Carter and Rick playing as PSG. A lot of early shots at the moment, a foul given away.
It's the rush of being on stream, I think, Treaders. Absolute mayhem. And there's your first goal. This is not how it started in the warm-up. Neymar getting on the score sheet. Lads, you're happy with the trainer on. You're allowed to turn it off if you want, but as it is a new game mode, we're not going to stop you from keeping it on there.
Manual shooting and everything. You might want to be able to see where you're shooting while you get the hang of it. Terrible turnover, Mane. We could have seen Neymar headed into the back of the net. We're still yet to see that. L2, R2 with the trigger, the right stick pointing in the direction of the goal is how you do that. And another turnover from Josh and Kieran.
No.
He has blazed that.
Going for glory, can only succeed in hitting the woodwork. It matters not. 3-0 in a matter of seconds. An absolute blowout.
Absolute disaster to start. As Ben just said, they came back from 3-0 down, but these turnovers keep happening, and there's Virgil winning that ball.
Big.
He's huge, and a huge challenge from him, and now he's trying to get up into striker. Recycling that possession well.
You said though, Treaders, you scored some goals that all came about from that interception or tackle at the back. Of course, with only 3 players, it's quite easy to launch a counter-attack. So although you might see him up front, when there's only 3 players, all players are going to get into all positions. Eventually, Some clutch challenges finally coming in, Treaders. Liverpool getting their act together. 1 minute 20 remaining in the first half. Oh, lovely skill to get over the player. Does draw the foul. Pass taken nice and quickly. The drag backs that we're used to seeing, and the skill that doesn't quite come off.
I believe that was Ben Carter trying to bring out the sauce. As we see, Virgil for Kieran and Josh. And another turnover, and Mbappe's through on goal. His pace does carry over to Volta. And it's 5-0, I believe.
Calm down, Treaders. Just 4. I know there's been a lot of goals so far, but Virgil van Dijk is doing some defending, at least to start off with. PSG launching another attack, really just sitting back, waiting for Liverpool to commit with their 3 players and creating the 2-on-1 opportunity. You need to leave one man back. You can have them contribute to the attack, as you see VVD back there to help out. Passes like that, though, may well hurt you. Shot off target.
As you see, Rick and Ben starting to get a very decent grasp on this game mode. You see one of them dragging a player back to the goal at all times, making sure that the goal is never open like it is right now. Stopping those very easy goals from going in.
Do we switch the controllers over at half-time? See if Rick and Ben can make up their deficit. Is that a little too cruel? 3 seconds remaining, 2. They're not even going to get to take their shot. Tell you what, this is going to make for some tasty half-time chats. And Kieran and Josh, I'm sorry, very quickly, I'm going to have to ask what's going on, boys.
Struggling just a little bit. Just quietly. Comeback's on, though.
Comeback's on.
It's Liverpool, come on.
It's Liverpool. We've seen them do it many times before. As for Rick and Ben, you guys must be delighted.
Pretty happy with that half. Good half. Teamwork.
Good half teamwork. Fair enough. Keep it nice and simple. Only 3 players on the pitch. Not too much to think about. Maybe just trust your skills. Liverpool with the early goal. Maybe there is hope in this contest. 5-1. Skills being attempted from the back means there's another turnover. Treaders, don't call it a comeback. The boys called it 5-2.
We're seeing a lot of risky plays, just trying to skill their way out from the back rather than doing what they were doing so well and not turning that ball over and leaving that one man back at all times.
Sounds like you're trying to help them out there, Treaders.
Potentially.
I had my mouth open, to be fair. Those 2 early goals to start off that second half makes it 5-2. Maybe in Volta, anything is possible. They certainly are linking up nicely. There's space down the left. Sadio Mane, well blocked, but there is a player back in defence, and it really does make all the difference for Mino getting in the way.
That was a really good read there. Drag that man back, and a dangerous turnover once again.
Lovely skills. Van Dijk in the way once more. Haven't seen him as involved as we thought we might. Skills again, using the wall to his advantage. And then the shot and the rebound does not trickle in. I think Rico Mode thought he'd had himself a lovely goal. Another option. There is that player in the middle. And the deflection. The shot was going to be on target till that crucial block.
Very nice, composed almost defending there. But there's that turnover. That
about time was the call, by the way, from Kieran, who's saying that first half wasn't much good. But in the second half, they do mean business. The long shot doesn't quite come off. That one does. It's 5-3. Ben says we're choking. Smiles are had. I wonder if they're nervous smiles. 5-3. What a comeback in this second half. PSG. That's got to take a lot off the mind. 6-3 now. Treaders, is it all over?
Absolutely not. Anything can happen in this minute and 10 seconds that we've got remaining. Lovely little turn and finish from Neymar. He seems to be an incredible player. In Volta, as you'd expect.
Cheers,
and another.
Neymar good. Breaking
Neymar
news.
good.
Coming to you from the ANZ launch. Another goal scored. Van Dijk again in the way. Once Liverpool, once Kieran and Josh had got him back in the goal. It really has turned things around. They got 1 goal in this second half, but 1 goal only. 6-4 with 50 seconds remaining.
Van Dijk in a decent area to win the ball back, and he's pushed all the way up. Can't get hold of Neymar, and Mbappe finishes that one.
It's all the difference when VVD is not your man back on the line. Mbappe can finish between the legs of, I believe, Firmino, and that makes it an almost unassailable lead, you'd have to think. We've seen some crazy things this evening here in Volta Treaders. First between Jamie and Mo, now between Kieran, Josh, Rick and Ben. 7-4 the score, 27 seconds remaining. That manual shooting continues to be a bit of an issue. All out attack now, Treaders, surely.
100%. Or even if you leave that man away from your goal at the end, the counter attacks are so easy. The pitch is so small, you can just, within one pass even, you can get that shot away. VVD winning that ball back high up, tries to get the pass away, and he is sent flying. Mbappe in space, spins, and the ref calls time on it.
He wants the specky at the end, it just won't come. The comeback was on there in the second half. I think we all started to believe with Liverpool FC, anything's possible. The final score is 7-4 to PSG. Kieran, Josh, you've taken on two of the best from our region. How was the experience?
I think I need about 5 days of playing straight to be able to compete, I think. So, yeah, might have to get practicing, I think.
That's right. Game comes out in about 10 minutes, so you can get started right away. Josh, your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty humbling, mate. I thought I was decent at FIFA. Obviously, I need to work on my skills a little bit.
We all find this out eventually, don't you worry, as to our winners, Treaders.
Yeah, what experience in your previous FIFAs do you think has helped you win that game so big?
Spamming my right stick, just doing as many skills as I can, and yeah, they had us in the second half. They won the second half all free, so we need to start practicing more, I guess.
What about yourself, Ben?
Oh, I had no idea what was going on half the time, man. Rick just carried me.
The carry from Rick, indeed.
Sometimes you need that, and of course, with Volta, when you're playing on the same console, when you can play it with mates, we all have a friend that can help us out. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for playing Volta. Fantastic to have that experience. It was a pleasure to call. And Treaders, quick look at your watch. You don't have one on. That's disappointing because there's not long to go until this game is released. We're going to head on over back to our hosts for the final countdown.
Thank you very much, Nathan Patrick. There you go. We have ourselves a Volta champion anyway. And well done, Rick Tran. Was the other one? Ben Carter as well.
Ben Carter, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Champions, Volta champions. Now, we've got around about a little over 10 minutes left to go until we strike midnight and FIFA 20 is finally released. So you're going to be with us on the couch for the entirety of it, and this is pretty much going to turn into a bit of a podcast, I would like to imagine. So if anyone's got any topics, well, I mean, we can. I think we can. We can talk a little bit about some of the highlights of the stream so far. Although to be fair, we actually we will not be finishing at midnight. There'll still be a little bit after. Me and the big man over here are actually going to be opening up some Ultimate Team packs. That's what I'm talking about.
Right now, as we sit here, so this is essentially, you can hear Santa landing on top of the roof.
Yeah, this is Christmas Day for FIFA fans. Yeah,
in about 10 minutes' time, you'll be around there.
Yeah.
And you're just going to barge over everything as quick as you can and get those
The
packs.
second it strikes midnight, we're out.
Yeah. FIFA's the only thing that matters in 10 minutes. And for about the next 3 months.
In 10 minutes
I won't stand by that comment. It's up there, but I mean the entire thing. Either way, regardless, we've been giving away a whole bunch of codes throughout the entire stream. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to have another one pop up very, very shortly. Of course, a reminder, these are PlayStation 4 codes. We've given, is it what, 2, 3?
Two already, yeah.
2 or 3 already. I think this is probably the third then. So if you are the first one to input this code, once again, congratulations. I've had 2 attempts at like trying to say what the early bird gets the worm. First in best dress. There you go.
Every cloud has a silver
That
lining.
code is actually the same Instagram handle as someone who followed me from Russia.
Oh yeah. Definitely not a bot, I'm sure. Definitely a real person, yeah, you would imagine so. Either way.
Do they want money?
Not yet.
Not
again.
Either way. What do you guys think has been so far anyway, because we've still got another 30 minutes or so after we hit midnight. The highlight of the stream so far, maybe, I don't know, Jared, for you?
For me, it was watching the Volta skill moves being replicated out there on the pitch. Did I see someone do a bicycle kick as well? I think I saw that.
Yeah,
that was
a bit of an attempt.
Yeah, that was interesting to see. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah, he looked like he came down pretty hard on his back as well.
No, he was good. He got
good?
straight back up.
Not injured? We don't want to injure
I don't know how. I think he works here at Ultra, so
yeah,
we'll
right.
sign up for a shift tomorrow morning. A little bit sore, but yeah, he'll be fine.
Anyway, Tara, Adam, any?
It was good to have a chat to Daniel Drzeski and Dylan McGowan and actually see what their FIFA ratings were, because I guess they don't come up in conversation all that much, and to get a bit of banter between the both of them. And Dylan's obviously progressing with some sprint training because it showed that he's really slow in summary and that he's got a bit of work to do.
It's a shame we didn't get it on stream, him practicing just off on the side.
Exactly. Luckily, they're both wearing their tracksuit pants. So they won't
He's
split
got
the
46 pace, he said.
Yeah,
he has been totaled on that.
That's really, that would be so
That's
upsetting.
low.
That would be such a blow to your ego, wouldn't it? If you're a professional athlete and you have that lower pace,
Look,
you'd feel so bad.
Yeah, look, this is going to be a little embarrassing for me, but I'm not showing great. Unfortunately, I'm not going to seem like I've got amazing A-League knowledge here. But how old are those two, would you say? I mean, because
how old?
How old? Yeah, like
Daniel Drzeski's
exactly.
30.
Okay.
Late 20s, I think.
Late 20s.
Okay,
yeah.
because we spot a bit of a trend in Ultimate Team. It's like once you crack 30 and you tend to drop off a little bit with your pace, even if so there are certain examples like you got blokes like Ronaldo who are just lightning quick even still when they're in their almost mid 30s, and other blokes like maybe a little further back like a Di Natale or something like that, guys that are a little older but still retain a bit of pace, but most unfortunately players that hit their 30s.
What happened to Robin and Ribery? Robin and Ribery, as soon as they hit 30 in Ultimate Team, their pace went down to like 70, from 90 to 70. It was terrible.
I was in the stadium in 2014 when A and Robin ran straight through the Socceroos to score a goal, and I can tell you he was the quickest player on the pitch that day, and he was over the age of 30. So
you were also there 2 minutes later when Tim Cahill scored that absolute cracking goal as well. So, I mean, and we also took the lead in that one as well, so just a little bit of hope there.
Has that been replicated when that Timmy's goal?
In what, like in
FIFA?
FIFA?
someone has.
Someone's done it. If there isn't, then please, someone go out and make that, but no.
Like being there, you thought that didn't just happen. I've put myself into a FIFA game.
I remember like a week ago I tried to recreate that goal myself, just more like the pitch. Not a chance. Not a chance. Every shot's like gone that way or that way. Nothing's on target.
You have to do L1 triangle, just over the top through ball, time it perfectly.
These
It'd be
two
hard
are-
to do.
I don't know,
The
these
best
two
thing
are
for
not
you
gonna
is,
grab
I
that.
reckon, that you're just schooling up for what's going to happen in a few years' time with young
It's
Lenny.
actually a really good point.
And he's going to be all over it.
You're going to be the cool mum.
You're going to be the cool mum all over it.
It
You
was
can
just
encourage
osmosis. It was just being a sponge in this environment and going like, this is going to happen in maybe 10 years' time. And then I'm going to be like, can you go outside and kick a ball? No, mum. Whatever. It's not going to happen.
Well, I've stitched my son up. Tomorrow we're going away on holidays. He pre-ordered, he got it all sorted and everything. Big FIFA fan. He's done his 10 hours already. He did that on the weekend. He couldn't play any more. He said, I can't believe it doesn't refresh. And then tomorrow we're going to go away for 10 days and he won't be able to play.
Is he going to try bringing his PlayStation with him on holidays?
Guess
Not
what?
a chance.
He won't be allowed. He'll be left in the car.
Poor kid.
Nah, anyway.
That's terrible.
You got a parent, don't you, Tara? You got to set some ground rules.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously,
Or you can flush it down the toilet or in the bath.
Either
or.
I have threatened to use it as a frisbee at certain points of our relationship, but anyway.
Oh, listen, moderation's important, so long as he's just not draining your credit card of like 100,000 FIFA points in that case, and then you'll be fine. Speaking of which, actually, like we're actually going to open up some packs once we strike over to midnight. So I don't know about you, mate. You've opened up okay. So the actual release of the game is what in only a couple of minutes. But if you had EA access, you may have been able to have played it a little bit before. We've actually been quite lucky. We've been able to get a little opportunity to play the game just a bit earlier. Just curious what your best pack, or what you're like, who's your best player that you picked up so far?
The pack gods have not been on my side. I've opened
Not early on?
about 60,000 FIFA points worth of packs, and my best pack's been Koulibaly.
That's about like...
He's 89 rated, which is fantastic,
Yeah.
but he goes for about 60,000 coins in game, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Like
Koulibaly.
players like Mbappe go for well over $1 million. Like the big icons, like your Ruud Gullits, like the prime ones, last year were 3-4 million coins. So I've had an absolute shocker in terms of pack luck so far.
So far.
There's
the game hasn't even dropped yet
There's
properly,
still
so
hope.
you've got a long time.
There's a long time, but it's not looking good so far. Hopefully this isn't a trend.
No.
We'll see about it. I mean, I was lucky enough to, I'm not trying to humble brag or anything, but Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
I did pack the second highest rated player in the game.
Did you really?
That's like the dream. That will, like some FIFA players, myself included, will never get Ronaldo, never get Messi.
Is that right?
And then he's already packed.
So that's a Willy Wonka golden ticket type thing.
it is.
And I may have got both.
He's set for the rest of the year
Did
now.
you get both?
I didn't get Messi and Ronaldo this year.
This is a massive humble
Yeah,
brag.
no. Yeah, it's gone from a humble brag to a I packed Messi
massive
and Ronaldo.
flex.
Yeah, all right, I'm
Massive
sorry.
flex.
All right, no, I got Ronaldo FIFA 20 and Messi was FIFA 13, I think maybe FIFA 14.
So it's been a long time between drinks.
I've been playing FIFA for a long time. I don't really even open up that many Ultimate Team packs, and yet here I am, Messi, Ronaldo. Look at you.
Adam,
what's going on with you, mate?
I saw Adam before looking at the Newcastle ratings. What are your thoughts on those?
Well, no one's above 80. And
Yeah.
that pretty much sums things up.
There's a kid in there, although I will say, Alan St. Maximum, you brought it up as well.
Yeah, he is ridiculously overpowered.
I know he's only got, you were looking at it before, I don't know if you remember. Was it like high 70s or something
He's
like
78 rated, I believe.
79.
79.
Yep. His defending is 23.
Yeah.
He's a winger.
Pace,
right.
92.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
that's pace this year seems to be ridiculously overpowered. Like pace and dribbling.
If you've got
the things you need this year.
If you've got really good like acceleration, sprint speed, but your ball control is not there, then you are going to be so slow on the ball. Off the ball, you'll be lightning. But it's that combination. That's like another thing that we talked about changes to gameplay. If you've got 90 pace, 50 ball control and dribbling on the ball, you're going to be pretty crap. But if you've got 90 pace, 90 dribbling, you are like that's why a player like Messi's going to be. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Like in the past few years, Messi hasn't been the greatest player in game. Like it's players like Ronaldo, the physical beasts, have been the players that you want in your team. But this year it looks like the opposite.
Are there any niche players for your ultimate team
Well,
that are good value?
Nate Patrick, who's here.
Yep.
He plays like the competitive tournaments and uses A-League teams. So he's coming up against these all 90 rated players and using like the 40 pace Dylan McGowan's.
What's the thought behind that then?
I think he's just really passionate about the A-League and
he
wants
does.
to do something different.
He is very passionate. Yeah.
He's getting flogged in every game, but fair play to him.
Look, no, we'll give him credit though. If he was playing with an actual decent side, he'd
be great, but it just doesn't compare.
Anything that has the possibility of putting Zinedine Zidane in the same team as Matt Simon, I'm all for.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Like you see that in the E-League when they have to have the three players. It's fantastic.
Well, remember when we started showing the highlights on a Friday night on Fox Sports from the E-League the night before, and the number of times Ruud Gullit slid in Matt Simon for a goal. It was just
brilliant,
symbolically
That
fantastic.
was a special.
Ruud Gullit, Vieira, the ultimate combo right there. What other like niche players have we got? Yeah, no, I know.
3 minutes 30.
You can see,
close.
you can see right there. We are not far away from the launch of FIFA 20, but another like you said, Alan St. Maximin being like one of those niche players. Shout out to Chew Boy, by the way, but he was the one that spotted him when we were.
Yeah, right.
I was pretty lucky enough to go to Amsterdam and get to play Ultimate Team a little earlier, and he discovered him as just an absolute little jet. So
Amsterdam.
may have been able to get it. Humble brag again. I've dropped quite a fair few. I've dropped quite a fair few of those.
FIFA and Amsterdam. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll actually be completely honest. I was very innocent in Amsterdam. All right, I took a look around.
Didn't visit the red light district?
Oh no, I visited. I didn't do anything though. Don't you get me wrong.
Okay.
But no, Alan St. Maximin was a class player, and obviously, Adam, you being a Newcastle fan, mate, I'm sure you'd obviously appreciate that. No, I promise. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about, Tara?
I love the fact that he's got that pace. I just wish he'd show it in real life. But no, but you're right. There's those. Look, we're focusing on Newcastle here, but there's these little hidden gems all the way through this game that if you get them, you don't realise at the time, and then all of a sudden they become something.
They're
before
fantastic
your eyes.
for your team.
Yeah.
You look past every year. There seems to be these sorts of players. Like I remember in FIFA 14, Alexander Esvine. I think he played for Nuremberg or something.
Oh yeah.
75 rated, but was the best player in the game. He was just absolutely insane.
Okay.
Everybody loved using him.
It's a Bateson 87 classic right there, isn't it?
I can't wait to see who that player is this year. I really can't wait. I'm hoping it's Mitra. Alexander Mitrovic.
Well,
I really hope.
Again,
he's like my favourite player in the world.
Former Newcastle player, we'll take that as well. I'm hoping he's all right. Again, he's like one of those tall, physical sort of target men that, should hopefully go all right. But, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes left to go. I hope you're all ready, by the way, at your consoles, PlayStation 4 and whatever the other one is, we don't know. But hopefully you're all ready to go and pick up your copy of FIFA 20.
Sega Master System.
Huh?
Sega Master
the Sega. I don't know if FIFA 20 is available on that. It should be, though.
It should be. I'm sure it would be.
Crying shame, though.
Nintendo 64?
Oh, I don't know. I think
Not
they only
quite.
started making them about, 20 years ago, I'd imagine? Oh, g'day, mate.
Hello, Nate.
Sliding in.
Too more excited.
Come on, here we go. I was wondering where you guys were.
It's friends.
So this is the count.
It
Is this a
actually is,
ritual
isn't it?
for you guys
Yeah.
as well? Like every year, it's just like every year since when? Since it started to go online and things like this started to happen? Or?
Yeah, like FIFA 12 really, it's been like you kind of
FIFA
get
12.
super, that's when I started getting super into FIFA and kind of staying up all night for the first day of FIFA. It's a good feeling, it's nice. I'm sure there's a lot of kids up here that are going to chuck sickies to school tomorrow.
No
School and
way.
work.
That happens anytime a decent game comes out. But
True.
FIFA especially.
And
for
is there
sure.
good chat and banter that happens in the forums as well, when
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
collectively sharing their experience?
Yeah.
If you've ever seen or watched some people play a game of pro clubs, it is a thing.
Oh.
It is a thing of beauty. I've been in it as we tick over a minute too, by the way, for FIFA 20. No, I've been in a room where 11 blokes have gone up against another 11 people as well in the same room. So they're all on one side of the room.
And they're all
they get a
controlling just
goal.
one player.
They all get up.
yeah.
They all get up and scream and shout at the other people. It's amazing. It's so good. It is so good. Yeah. But
40
anyway.
seconds.
40 seconds.
We're almost there.
All right.
This time of the year.
Last little moment before we go live, or before FIFA 20 goes live. What is everyone really looking forward to when FIFA 20 drops? What's the most exciting thing for you?
Dynamic player potentials in career mode.
All right, career mode for me as well.
Gameplay.
Changes to get. Yep. No, easy. And Nate, you've got 20 seconds, mate.
Just want to play alongside Adam Peacock, please.
You'll win. It's guaranteed.
Maybe we'll sort out a game right before we all head off here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 10 seconds left to go. We won't start the countdown here because otherwise that will feel like it's going for a bit too long.
6,
but here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the players.
So there you have it. FIFA 20 is live and everything available right now. Before we get over to some very excited human beings on the other side of this wall in front of with some consoles in their hand in front of a screen, Tara, we've got a great prize to give away.
Yep. A couple of giveaways. I'm going to say thanks so much for sticking with us throughout the stream tonight as well. PlayStation 4 Pro is going to Josh Ford and your handle is at the JFD1. So a big congratulations to you and thank you so much to all of you for your interactions during the course of the night.
So before we get over to the guys, yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, these guys are so passionate about what they do and obviously, and you are seriously going to find out more about this in the years to come because Lenny
this is
will
my life
get
ahead.
across it, and Noah, my boy, is right across it. He's so excited about it, and unfortunately, I've taken that away over the next 10 days. But how excited everyone is about the new game.
Got another code as well.
Oh, another code, do we?
Yes, coming up now. There you have it.
Someone else
First
to enjoy
in,
it.
best dressed, as you can see it right there. We'll be giving out codes throughout the night. So because it is midnight, FIFA 20 is officially launched. Another code for you right there as well.
I feel like I don't think we appreciate how much this will mean to someone when they actually get that code and it's like, bang, I've got
Flippantly,
something.
have a code.
Yeah,
there's a code for you and a code for you.
Codes galore. Yeah, so plenty of giveaways here tonight. Thanks to EA Sports and the guys at EA Sports in Australia, ANZ, the Twitter handle as well, hashtag FIFA20, to get involved in conversations and banter online about everything that's going on with this new magnificent game with Volta, enjoying its emergence on this game and also a few tweaks to all the varying things that you can do within FIFA 20. But for now, we're going to go over to Jared, Jake and all the boys over there who are going to unpack some things. They're under the Christmas tree right now.
They're pumped.
And they're about to get their hands on the presents and rip off the wrapping. Over to the boys.
Thank you so much, Adam and Tara. We have really enjoyed your insights and enthusiasm for the night. My name is Nate Patrick, or Nate PTK. Treaders is here, but also we've got Jared HD and the Master Bucks in the house, because as many of you are doing, no doubt right now, you've got to get your team going. In Ultimate Team, you need your players, you need your coins. One way of doing that is, of course, packs. Master Bucks is going to take us off with the first one.
Another Cristiano Ronaldo, all right? We've already packed one this year. We're going to first pack with this account, all right? Let's see. We're going to go back and forth as well. First off, let's see.
It's rare, but it's not a walkout.
Nah, it's not a walkout. All right, well, what do we get? something plus. Ooh, 81. All right.
Wake Horse, you take it. You take it.
We're going to see.
No, you don't. That's terrible.
No, you definitely don't take it. Well, a 7.5k pack, maybe.
Give me the controller.
Okay.
We're going to take it in turns, all right? We're very polite here at the ANZ launch. Jared, I just want to know what you're thinking. What's your technique when you're opening packs, mate?
If it's not a good player, just discard them straight away. That's
Wow.
all. If it's not Ronaldo, Messi, or Alexander Mitrovic, they're in the bin.
Oh, yeah, the big three, as they're known. Yep.
He's 6'6".
The big three. Here we go.
The second pack.
I'm looking forward to seeing him not even crack 81 here. My technique is I normally just press the
It's
X
a
button.
rare.
I normally just press the X
It's
button.
not a walkout, though. It's nice and fast. Is it more than 81, though? Probably not. It is.
Oh, man.
It's an 81.
All right.
Look at that. 48 pace. That's Dylan McGowan pace right there.
All right, so we're tied. We're tied.
Oh, but I got Gerard Butt. I got Steven Gerrard.
You got
An icon. Icon.
We're both
First icon.
FIFA
FIFA
20
first
we are on the
icon.
same wavelength.
There you go.
Yeah, come on, give me it. All right, here we go. All right.
Master Bucks,
I'm feeling 82 plus. I'm feeling on this one.
please help us. Redeem it.
Get us a walkout, please.
That's not a walkout. Too fast.
Nah, you're right.
He's got these animations down as Jared HD, by the way. Obviously, it has changed. You now go down the tunnel.
I've opened
He's out. He's left.
62,000 FIFA points worth of packs. I know the animation like the back of my hand.
All right.
That's a few, mate. That is a few. But yeah,
82 plus.
Jake, mate, we're going backwards, buddy.
I'm aware. Don't you worry. I'm sorry. I got a bit. We just discarded this.
Yeah,
baby?
discard
All
them
right. There you go.
Let's go.
81 still the one to beat, you know. All right. I got a bit of a poor one
on,
there, but
Virgil.
that's fine.
I believe in you, Virgil.
Look at his face, but
Come on, Virgil.
Doesn't
Come on.
believe.
We have a rare. That's not a walkout, though.
No, that ain't no walkout.
Not a board either. Is it going to be better than a 77?
It's going to be 82, 82
Oh, Gary Medell, the Pitbull. Come on, mate.
So if you get a flag, that's like minimum like 83 or around about.
If you get a board, that's a minimum 83.
Yeah.
But
So,
and then if you get a walkout, that's an 86 or higher.
okay. All right. Let's see. Prolonged animation. Is that what we want to see?
We want to see like the first
Unfortunate.
flares. You'll see two flares come up. If they're slow, that means you've got a board or a walkout.
Okay.
So that's a rare. That's a normal like rare. That's just
Yeah. Okay. I normally just have a sixth sense of like, no, I don't know the exact details, but that's, no good either. Come on, boy. We got to
What's happening, by the
What am I
way?
seeing, lads?
Hey,
This
it's
is
7.5 cut us some slack. It's 7.5k packs, all right?
disgusting pack luck right now.
Good advertisement.
I'll tell you what, if we...
Shut it.
Sorry.
He's not happy.
Let me say.
Happy.
If we go, if me and Jared go another like 3 or 4 packs and we haven't even gotten like one board. Is that what we're calling them?
Yep.
All right, then. Oh, skip. Yeah, you knew.
He knows.
He was confident. If we don't get an 83 or higher, we'll.
Gosling.
Australia kit. We've got the Socceroos kit. It's saved.
Oh, get rid of the
Hang on,
Netherlands
get him
kit.
out.
You actually got excited about the Bournemouth player again, didn't you?
Dan Gosling,
He's
the man.
75
Oh
rated
no!
center
Wait,
mid.
no.
Get him out of my face.
I love it. But anyway, like I was
Yeah,
saying.
no, 2 more packs, 1 each. I'm going to say.
Three more packs.
Oh,
three more
okay,
packs.
yeah.
And then we'll give you boys
4
one,
more,
all right?
5
And
more.
then we'll
yeah.
take care of them.
You better.
All right, here we go.
That's actually be the first time someone can give us some slack back, so it's not a bad idea, really.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie, you're so bad at Volta.
Learn to shoot, kid.
Tell you what.
Come on, boy.
Nah, too far. It's always that delay. Nah, it's going to be
Delay.
delay. If we see this, we just skip. Next time we see that,
Kappa.
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 No kappa.
Oh, mate.
The bouncer's coming.
That's one.
Rodaiga?
Yeah.
That's one. I got 2 more left.
I got you back, mate. But,
Here we go. Come on, this is the one.
You feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
At this point,
I'm not.
Virgil's looking me in the eyes. Come on.
At this point, I don't even care. I just want
Come on.
one of us to get something. Like a walkout would be
It's a
great.
rare.
it is a rare for once.
Ah.
Yep.
Skip. We don't
Just
care.
need to
Doesn't
slow
matter,
down.
doesn't
You're way
matter,
too
doesn't matter.
keen getting out the tunnel, Jared.
Yeah,
Come
calm
on,
down.
mate.
Let's go.
Last pack.
Oh, Weghorst. He's back.
I was going to say, one Bayless will be happy about John Joe Shelby, but we move on. Your last chance. Yeah, you got to go up, mate, but we're there.
There we go.
Doesn't go with the nose pack or anything unconventional. Fair enough.
It's a non-rare.
It's a non-rare.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god, man.
Polives. Oh,
Watford,
no.
they're having a great
Somehow
season.
not the worst player that I picked up today.
Do you guys just want to switch it around? I feel like.
Okay, he gets 2.
more.
He
Good
try.
gets 2. I got 1. All right,
Alright, this is my last pack. You ready?
Here we go. No, this is your second last.
Stop it.
Second
Stop it.
last.
Okay.
It's all over. Come on.
We're getting messy. Messi. Oh my
It's
God.
another
Lucky.
non-rare.
You are so
He's not.
confident
Yeah,
with
he doesn't
these,
even want
aren't
to
you?
go
I
through.
tell you, I have no idea, man.
It's because there's nothing around the board, like
Okay.
around the outside of it.
All right. This, after this, you boys are getting.
After this is like playing with your older brother or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to go 4 more games.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting. Yeah, nose pack.
Come on,
Call
Jake,
back,
the
call back to
Master
the
Bucks
good old days. Yeah,
I'm going to
you
get
got
some
this.
Bourbons and do my HD game of Bourbon pack.
Yes, exactly.
The Bourbons are back. That's a non-rare again.
Unlucky.
Yep. Oh, jeez, I'm in shocking form. All right, yeah, you guys can have it after this.
Yep, I'll give it to you.
That's this one, yeah, right.
See, obviously, I'm keen on packing me some Norwich players and whatnot, so I'm not skipping nothing.
What Pookie be? He'd be like
think-
77, 78.
Well, again, when we've got Player of the Month Pookie, I guess I'm just not so keen for standard vanilla gold Pookie. But
It's a rare.
that's a step up than what we've gotten. So he doesn't even want to see it. He only wants boards. Does this man?
Onyama. What a
Tottenham,
man.
unlucky. All right,
I'll pass you the controller.
Yeah, chuck it in, mate. Let's go.
let's try this out. Yep.
See if the backbench can maybe do a little
Taking
better
it
than the front
over.
bench.
Here we go. Nate Patrick, opening the pack here. Go on, mate.
This is how it's done, just a little Firmino no looker. Yeah.
What you feeling, mate?
Scenes if you pack Firmino right now, I'm just saying.
What's the prediction? Quick prediction.
Unlucky. I mean, saying you can always wait.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
not
not looking
motivation.
good.
But we've gone a little better than usual.
Terrible.
Yeah.
There you go, you can have
What
yours.
is happening?
Right now, who was the highest rated player that we packed overall? An 82 something?
You and
It
I
was
would go
literally
for-
the first ones.
You got
Weghorst.
Matic and I got like.
Yeah, Weghorst.
Yeah.
We're going backwards.
All right, come on, mate.
At least I can share the disappointment with the three of you when you're streaming solo. It's just.
Just coughing L's in the chat.
Mate, you've had some good pulls this year, so.
Yeah, actually, if there's one man.
Van
Oh,
Dijk coming up right now.
I got bad
Nah, it's
news
too
for you.
quick. Nah, it's not.
Nah, it's all right. We just need one board. I'll take a board at this point, mate.
no, don't you dare. I want more.
I ain't giving that away. Come
One
on.
go. One go.
A few rares.
That back.
I saw
we'll
Nate
keep
take
those.
the mic
Yep,
and I was like, I don't know.
definitely hold on to those.
Good for SBCs. SBC fodder.
Whose account is this? I'm taking it over. Probably better than what I've done on mine, to be fair. Come on. Come on.
I'm just waiting for Jared to blow up here. Nah.
Treaders. Treaders, I'm getting frustrated. We've been happy, upbeat all night.
I mean, Pedro,
82,
okay, he's the best player that we've
we're
got
bringing
so
it back
far,
from
right? Fair
Pedro,
enough.
But
I got this.
You got it?
Trust
beat
the
Norwich,
process.
get out of
Trust
it,
the
Chelsea.
process.
Come on.
Who's a football player that's a fan of Philadelphia? That's a big question. Don't know anyone?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Philadelphia.
Who?
What'd you say?
No, nothing. Just open up packs, mate. Let's go. Come on. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Be a
About.
trivia champion.
That was
got to win at
that
something
was a
here
mad
tonight.
trivia
What is
question.
going on?
Non-rare.
Give us
Could
a
be
controller.
Bournemouth.
Give
Could
us
be
a controller.
Bournemouth. Oh,
Finn Bogerson.
Finn Bogerson.
Iceland legend.
Hey, he scored a
By the way.
banging goal against, what was it, England?
Yeah.
Was that Finn Bogerson? No, I think that was in the World Cup against Argentina. If my
You're
memory
asking
serves right.
random trivia.
No, I'm just saying, you should know. I swear Finn Bogerson scored the equaliser against Argentina. I'm just
And
saying.
I gave you the sort of I think so, but I'm
No,
not.
I feel pretty confident. I'm
You
just
know.
saying.
Snaked another pack.
Oh, wow. Getting greedy, but we won't care. We won't care. Tell you what, no, that's a flag, mate. That's a flag. That's a flag. Modric.
Come on,
Modric.
baby.
Nah, Kramaric.
Mandzukic.
Nah, Mandzukic. 84, I think that is. All right.
It is.
All right, good stuff.
Piemonte.
That's good connection too there, Treaders. Good stuff.
Oh, let's go. No
Wait,
respect for
no, we gotta get him-
licensing
can we at
within
least get him
FIFA
to
20,
open
but I
up?
guess we get the 8 of.
Joe. He's on a heater. Can we at least get him to open up? One more and then you've got
It's true, he
one
deserves
more.
another. He
Sorry,
deserves
mate.
another.
Sunny. Got him. Sunny right now.
Come on.
Come on.
Back to back, baby.
Oh, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah. All right. You go.
I'll tell you what, Joe, you do have these.
Oh, hey, you picked it. You got an icon.
You do have these animations down more than me, having just done a few thousand FIFA points.
It's the first flares, so if it comes really fast, then you've got a rare. But if it's like slow, that's how you know you've got a walkout or a board. And the initial doors, so that's a non-rare because there's no slits down next to the door. So
I mean, after we go down there, I feel like you've got the speed down that you know immediately if we're cooking or if we're not. As it's been, Mandzukic 84
King
rated by
Mandzukic.
Treaders.
Love
If there
to
was
see it.
one man that was going to pack something, fair enough. The rest of us dummies. We're
Learn
trying.
to get good packs, lads.
We're trying.
I'm actually starting to slowly pick up on the cues.
Yeah,
which
you
I
do
like.
learn.
I'm
You
liking,
do learn,
yeah,
promise.
good.
Snodgrass, big top.
All right, cheers. Here we go. Well, okay, only one board. Whose decision was it to call it a board, by the way? I'm just wondering.
again, another question.
There's
we do not
always
have
someone. Who starts the
Set
song
us up
that
for
the
failure.
whole stadium ends up
That's a
singing?
rare. See how there's the black line
Yeah.
down
Yeah,
the edge of
but
it? I didn't see how fast it went because I was.
Nah, it's not happening. I know.
Jeff's a good player.
Please.
No, it's not. It's not. Nah. Yeah, there you go.
How about the downgrade for Bravo? Bravo went from like an 84, 85 down to an 82, then down to an 77. That's what happens when Pep doesn't play.
That's what I was going to say. When you start not playing all your games, I assume the EA statisticians just don't have the data they need to go off it and help you out. Come on. Nah. Too quick again.
Away now. All right, you want to grab some?
Yeah, give Nate a go.
Yeah, come on, Nate.
Dire packs.
That is it. Damn it, he made it.
I'm sorry. Put my hand up. It was a pleasure doing my first and only launch for EA Sports FIFA.
You beat me to the puns, so you can have it.
Come on. All right.
Should we change up our tactics and go coins? If it doesn't work for us in the next round.
Potentially. We do have enough now because I discarded. Sorry, quick.
We got like 30k in there, so we can open up a few.
Yeah.
It's a rare.
Come on.
It's a nobody.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna watch it anyway. Deal. I get to open it back. This is too real. This is just like my stream.
This is unreal. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know this pack like. I've never experienced this.
You want it back then, Cheddars?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Let me get us a quick walkout and.
Jared, when you are playing, of course, with your own account and you're keen on it, what are some players you're looking to fill out your squad in FIFA 20?
I would love to get some of like the meta players you see, like your Messis, your Mbappes. They seem to be very good. Like pace and dribbling is something that you really need this year, it feels like. So I'm definitely looking to get those guys. I do want to try out Didier Drogba as well, though. I want to get him as a striker at some point, especially when they release his prime later in the year. I'm looking so forward to that.
I would take any Drogba. If you look at the stats on that card, he has it all.
Yeah.
Pace, power, finishing, yes please.
How about Perlo?
Perlo?
5-star skills, yeah.
Finally, I think a lot of people were saying, why has he gotten the 5-star skills?
Do we really
but I
think
don't
that's
mind.
accurate?
I don't mind.
Well, I don't mind,
You're
obviously.
going to play in the A-League and have 6-star skills. I'm happy with you. And by the way, this is just getting passed around very quickly.
It's getting really, really depressing, isn't it?
Embarrassing.
But, as you say, Jared, great to have those meta players. More about the pace and dribbling than we had definitely last FIFA. Was just not a stat you were worried about, but they're back, baby. Messi going to be more useful than these packs.
Let's bronze pack reset.
Yeah, no, I'm actually...
Wait, is that an actual strat?
Well,
Yeah, the bronze pack.
there is no proven science, but come on.
Okay, get this one, get this one. Are we really wasting our time on a 400?
No, we might get some A-League. We might, with all due respect,
With all due respect,
Jordan
there are some-
Doherty. All right, he
Ooh.
might make an appearance.
Is
He
he
is
bronze?
upgraded.
Is he a bronze or is he silver?
He is still a bronze,
Oh,
unfortunately.
he'll be
He
up to
has
a
got an
silver.
upgrade. Wanderer's badge. We saw it in there. Can I get at least a side 5 or something here, Jared, please? You haven't done. Yeah, we'll take that. We take that. I don't have a badge yet in my
Wanderers,
account,
boys,
mate.
What can you say?
Shattered.
You're a, what, Robbie Fowler? Yeah, Robbie Fowler gang. There you go. I'm the bake.
Having the
We're going to
Wanderers
take it
back
over.
is going to see us get a very good player now.
Yeah, no, it's just science.
Wanderers are going to win the league, and we're going to win a Messi.
Watch us get an on-rate.
We saw Georgievski, McGowan before.
We'll find a way to get we'll find a way to get like a silver in the next pack. Oh, Danny Olmo's actually class. All right, he's good. He's
Career mode.
good career mode pickup.
How about we have a game of FIFA, Jake?
Oh, do we have to play?
I think it's
Tell you
time.
what, I can
one more pack.
Can I open
How
up
about
one
we
more pack?
all press it
All right,
together
I'm sorry,
just
sorry.
like the worst cheese you've ever seen.
Oh yes, cringe time.
Oh, are we all?
Waiting.
All right,
Waiting. I pressed it.
Mate, we're gonna get.
I said it was my
absolutely
first
nothing.
and last launch, and it was a pleasure.
If it's crap, it's because I
Come on.
didn't get. Tell you what.
Come on, baby.
Tell you what. This is something here. This is something here.
Come on, baby.
Chili, Son,
It's gotta be
Arturo
Vidal.
Vidal. No.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, Arjuiz. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Oh, Aranguiz. Oh, it's 83.
Better than what we've had all stream.
I'll take it, right?
That's the second best player.
Goodness
All right, sweet.
gracious me.
Yeah, get up. Come
Glenn
on.
Murray, a few of our Brighton fans, going to be very happy.
Cheers, mate.
I apologise. I take some of the responsibility for that failed pack luck. I hope you at home are having much better luck than us. Don't give up. Do we want to have a game now, friends? Please. If we can't do this, at least show us how it's meant to be played.
Yeah, let's kick off a Volta. You want a quick hold again?
Oh, I want to play mystery ball. Is that all right?
Yeah, like mystery
Yeah,
ball.
Oh,
yeah,
please,
let's give
mystery
it a go,
ball,
let's give it a go.
please. Treaders, why not? While they're loading it up, while they're getting into it, there are different ways to play an Ultimate Team, many different ways to play in Volta as well. Mystery ball being one of those, and it just means your lead is never safe.
Yeah, I've hammered the mystery ball in the online friendlies, just against mates, against randoms online. It's by far probably the most fun I've had in FIFA for a long, long time. And all right, I reckon we can probably get 4 players on. What do you reckon?
I'm terrified.
I'm scared.
I'm very. You know what's wonderful about sitting here? It's just saying.
Wait. I'm gonna do a random team.
No,
So
look.
it could potentially be.
Go to the top though, so it's like random like.
Oh, I was thinking if we stick Premier League, I could maybe get Norwich or Bournemouth.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying. it might
I'm
keep
very
running.
happy
1,
with this
2,
suggestion.
3. I'm Everton.
All right, 1, 2.
Two of the worst attacks
How great
in
has
the
the
league.
luck been this stream, by the way? Goodness gracious me. But yeah, I'm perfectly happy sitting here judging from quite literally above as we watch these two Australian career mode legends take it out.
Oh, the dribble.
I'm done right there.
The dribbling
I've
skill
tried
from
to
these
hype it
players
up.
is off the chain.
But-
Let's have a look at the controller colours. Oh, okay.
Dynamite, thank you very
Blue,
much.
red. All right, Everton.
Also that.
Watford.
Pickford, T-Rex Arms is here to try and ruin things. The trainer is surely
Trainer
going to
off.
come off. But we're playing Mystery Ball. It's exciting to have these different game modes within FIFA 20.
Sorting out trainer here, mate. Don't you worry.
We're ready.
We're finally ready to rock and roll.
There we go.
And so they're kicking off with a passing boost, which means their passing will become obviously a lot easier. It is in the title. I'm not sure why I explained that too much.
You want another cheers, Jeff? Or,
Give me a cheers, Jeff, surely.
You can see there the effect on the ball, but
We're going to have a new one, so let's see what it is now.
New boost coming through, speed boost. So whoever's in possession of the ball gets a massive speed boost. As we see,
I just need those sound effects, please. Pew, pew, pew. There we go.
Gomes, come on. Marcus Gomes. Yerry Mina, the centre back.
Yerry Mina bursting through! A burst of pace from Yerry Mina!
Oh, now you've got the speed.
Too small for football, yeah, until it goes out of play. There's a stoppage. Sigurdsson.
First time shot, not quite coming off.
We were saying that speed boosts, speed in essence, just by itself, very useful. And now, with the speed boost in Mystery Ball, it's a 3-on-1.
He is blazed it into with Troy Deeney as well. Blazed it into the side.
Passing boost.
And that, oh wow, what a pass.
Ping that around, Joe.
I was really hoping that would go out.
Triangles, triangles.
Had a passing boost, and he kicked it straight out.
Jean-Philippe Jabama.
Gavin Lewis.
Coming off.
This is the Jared we're going to see in Ultimate Team this year,
That
by
is
the
a
way.
full
He's going to
sweat.
bring it out. That's a
What
lovely
a ball! Oh, he's through!
I thought he was going
I
to miss
nearly
that
missed
as
that
well.
one as well.
I was trying to
Is that
take
a
your
one or
input there.
Oh, it's just a one. All right. He's taking the lead.
Yeah, so with the boost, it said passing boost 1, which means that goal is worth 1. But for example, if it says passing boost 3, then the goal becomes worth 3 goals.
I got to be honest, that goal gives me some nightmares. I was at the Liverpool-Newcastle game. Mane scored a goal the exact same way.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah.
However,
Flashbacks.
as Jared correctly points out, there is never a game of Mystery Ball where you're completely out of it. It is, but it's just times 1. Jared, yes. Yes. It's getting late, and he's getting fiery. I actually really enjoyed the reactions of the boys with the packs. Everyone's genuinely wanting to pack something good.
Oh, a shot! Troy Deeney! Unleashed!
Even Pickford can get to that one,
How has
mind you.
Pickford reached that?
Borrowed someone's arms, potentially. Playing it short. He just wants to get it to the edge of the area. Surely any shot will do. Oh, the follow-up. Not really many headers to be found in FIFA 20 if you're playing the meta compared to 19 at the very least. Hughes, surely.
What a save!
Deserve more than that.
Pickford good now? I'm so
What
confused.
am I seeing? Pickford making some incredible saves right now.
Very lucky people we've seen playing FIFA 20 already. As soon as they get Pickford, they just get him straight out of the team. He's coming up clutch in this contest. Meanwhile, Hughes, as easy as you like. Jake the Masterbucks Buckley makes it to what is the differential we're going to see next.
This game is nowhere near over. He's probably going to get like a all boost times 4 and like win it at the last second, I swear.
Jared, what are you hoping for?
I want shooting. Shooting or speed or all. I would take all. So that's going to be green. I think
We're back to passing.
Yeah, passing for
Times
2.
2, baby. Come on, Jared.
So this is like break, really. If I score here, then it's game obviously tied up. But Jake, if he scores here, he gets a 4-goal lead. So
It's good play, this.
Do we give him a cheers, Jeff, for that, or are we happy with the explanation? Yeah, okay, we're cool. Just checking. Bernard back inside.
Turnover.
Can't make it happen.
I wanted like the perfect cross. With the passing boost, I thought I was going to get a great cross.
Not to be.
The visitors trailing in the possession stakes. Well, they do say possession is 9/10 of the law, but not the case here. They've used the ball.
Deeney! It's just so tempting, isn't it, right?
100%.
Jared back into it now. Kevin Lewis with the hold-up play. Just needs some players to work with for this passing boost. That through ball does work nicely. Calvert Lewis. Sigurdsson tries a no-look over the top through pass, even with the passing boost. That does not come off. Lovely ball.
That is a normal pass.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That was on passing boost, and that was, oh dear.
Richarlison, Calvert Lewis, Sigurdsson. This is nice link-up play, Jared.
And to the post. Needed that shooting boost right then.
Just not there for you, mate. Jared, he's doing everything right, Shredders.
Coming
He just
again.
can't find the finish.
Calvert-Lewin on the attack.
There's a few on the floor, I can tell you that much.
And the counter attack, that through ball started. Deeney trying to release, even with the passing boost, he still can't hit his target. Ref's letting it run as long as he can.
Referee, that's ridiculous. Hey, look, I'm just happy to go in half-time with clean sheet, all right?
I don't think
I'm not gonna. Oh, we got the 4 times boost coming in, so yeah, that's gonna be mental.
What's it going to be to start the second half? Let's see. As soon as you hit A, we'll be able to tell. Thanks. Go on, Jack. Your kick off.
Just playing some mind games, mate.
Speed boost.
Speed boost.
Here we go, just run through him, surely.
I can't help but feel that this is my favourite to watch of them all. When you see the centre back of all people charging through.
He cannot get near him. He cannot get near him.
He can't find the finish.
Oh, shot boost times 2. Let's go.
This is Jared's chance to get back into it, as we
Some
mentioned.
nice football in the build-up. Get that shot off.
Does not for the
Take the
culture.
3.
Throwback. Just does not matter. Come on. There is.
Jared going full sweat. Shot opening up. Oh, he's trying to grind it. He's got it.
Me.
What a strike.
My
That's gone through a
gosh.
set of legs, hasn't it?
See, Jared, now we just edit out the shooting boost part of that, and it looks like an incredible.
What a rocket.
Hold up, this is going through a pair of legs.
That's a good pass as well.
Oh.
Imagine trying to stop that. Just puts a hole in your glove.
No, thank you.
No.
Too
I'm
real,
getting out of the
mate.
way.
His finger still
The
doesn't
pace
work.
boost immediately. And he,
He's indeed. He's away.
Hughes. Oh, he sprints.
He's too quick for football.
Way too quick. I wouldn't mind seeing a goalie run with the speed boost. I reckon that would be. Oh, the over-the-top through ball to release. Calvert-Lewin, Rich. Sigurdsson.
Oh!
Easy work for the keeper here.
I thought that was going to be something.
I was pretty sure there was a.
Oh, should have gone keeper.
Oh. Back by that interception.
First time shot.
Simple save for
Keeper with the speed boost himself. Getting that ball to the top of the box. And he's released Hughes. 2-on-1 with the keeper. Deulofeu sweated it. And he's taken it. The full sweat. Jared is filthy with that. But Jake
Jared,
sweating
mate,
it the full way.
The speed boost. Yeah, World Cup with the speed boost.
He might
It
run
almost
straight
doesn't
through the
matter,
screen,
surely,
mate.
at that point.
You need someone to get back into it, Jared. Again, you haven't been. I know, but that's what I mean. If you can get like a +2, all of a sudden, Theo Walcott could be your saviour, mate. Here we go. He has got the shooting boost. Is it a plus? Here it is. Ball inside. Gomes, Sigurdsson. Nice and patient. Look at this. All of a sudden, as
Full
the night
sweat right
goes
now.
on.
That lean is happening. See him trying to create that space, but now Jake can hit it on the counter.
I absolutely love it. I'll tell you what.
Oh, he's gone the sweat. Looking for the first time cross. Not coming off. But he's throwing it straight back as Jared, and there's a clear foul.
Naughty boy.
No, I haven't been practicing my free kicks enough, but we'll see. I wonder if the shooting boost is applied to the free kick.
Oh, it would.
Oh,
It is, isn't it?
Now, I wonder if
Nah, it's a speed boost.
I think he's going to go for goal. Why not? Great chance to get his name on the score sheet.
This is where all those hours of practice
Yep,
really
yep,
pay
yep.
off.
Aiming straight. Oh, that's not bad.
Have you moved your keeper there, by the way? Yeah, good call.
And here comes the keeper on the
Come
counter attack. Pickford leading the counter. Going all the way. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's just taking it.
I've got bad news for you, Jared. I've got terrible.
Oh, no, the pass out from Jared. What is he doing? What is he
lose
doing?
that ball? I was just running and he just flipped over and lost the ball.
Is there any chance I can get a ×2 like goal in this?
You got to sweat it out.
I was just
Probably
running and the
deserve
ball
it for
just
the
slipped
sweat.
behind him. He's too fast for the ball.
Like we've been bagging out Pickford's arms. I don't know what you can say about his arms in that context because he's gone for a keeper run and all of a sudden has decided he's gotten past the halfway line. Here we go. Come on, Jared.
All boost
Come
right
on.
now and ×3.
You ready? I'm going to give this one to you, Jared. Here we go.
Ready?
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Oh,
What a rocket!
Big save. Big save.
Because everything's good, so that's shooting and pace.
Oh, no.
Shooting pace,
The touch
passing.
is incredible.
This is like sliders on 100.
What are you going to do? The first shot out of feet. He's still got
Surely a
it.
foul. Oh, keeper!
And thunders it in the top of the net. That's not the first walk-off we've seen from the Masterbuck star. And the dab.
Oh, the dab as well, just rubbing that salt in the wound.
When we see it in the E-League or in FIFA esports, it's generally frowned upon. But here at the ANZ FIFA 20 launch, this is given the 5-4 lead, and yet all of a sudden, the ×3 shooting boost. Masterbucks, Watford with possession. Just looking for that little bit of space. And here we go. Deeney!
Oh my god! That has broken his leg.
Timmy should be in half. What the hell?
Keeper movement.
That has come off the keeper's boot and gone near the halfway line.
9 minutes left.
What
Oofed.
he needs to do is get in a decent position
Oh
and
my
sprints
word.
past and scores.
I don't think you can defend that. I have no
It's
sympathy.
impossible.
Like,
It's almost impossible.
what do you say? What do you
Oh, I
say,
forgot to
Jared?
dab.
What are you meant to do to try and defend that?
Just take the legs out and hope you don't get sent off.
Wait, I don't know how I didn't get sent off. Like there was like I slid in like the penalty box.
No, you got the ball on it.
Oh wow, what a tackle! Wow.
You just go and stop those. Deeney has unleashed some fearsome strikes in his time. Nothing quite like that.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
It is the ×2. There is still an opportunity.
Still one of the most overpowered ones. The speed boost.
The
You can see
leveler.
him run straight through if he wants to. He slowed down.
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Working the ball responsibly rather than running straight through, and he releases Calvert-Lewin.
He's actually too quick at that point.
And it's a goal kick.
Oh, he's just tapped on an 72 rated player.
Watford could probably use some changes this season.
100%.
To be fair, it's not gone particularly well for them to start.
Mate, I just no.
This could be risky. He has moved the direction. Thank you, Jake. That was not the way we wanted to end this game. Or Jared probably would have taken it,
I would
but
have just got the ball and shot it the first time.
Hey, how about this? I'll do it.
Go, do it.
Here we go. Bang.
And the decision.
all on the ground. Pickford's not had his best game in this second half.
By 3, I
The
think
new
we
mystery ball.
Passing this.
Come on, Jared. 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining.
Mate. Come on, mate.
Oh, the turnover.
Direction of the pass and was able to intervene.
Ooh, goes wide. There will be one more chance. Jared, here we go, mate.
Change on the mystery
Shooting
ball.
boost. You've got to shoot. You got to shoot the second if you get a clean touch here. Shoot. Ooh.
No,
You're in your own
Inside your own half, buddy.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
All right. Good stuff.
It does end Everton and Jared 5, Jake from Masterbox Buckley and Watford 7. He's very happy about that one. It does fall his way. Treaders, some of those boosts just make for the most ridiculously entertaining FIFA.
I cannot believe what I've just watched there. That was something else, wasn't it? The shooting boost especially, you'd expect their players to come off injured when they were trying to block those shots, but
Yeah. There was that one shot with like what 2 or 3 shooting boosts or something.
Yeah.
It like cannoned in. That's going through his legs and then bursting the net, piercing through all the seats and just going out the stadium. Like that's just ridiculous.
Jared,
Imagine if you're sitting in the first row and that just goes wide on a shooting boost. Mate, game over. It's game over. Yeah,
It's
start
all
saying your
over.
prayers. Start
It's
saying
all
your prayers.
over. We know that it is still late and it is still raw for you, Jared, but we are going to leave it there. We're almost all done. I believe the night is coming to the end. The stream is coming to the end. FIFA 20 has well and truly launched. We appreciate your time. One of the teams, one of the leagues, of course, you got to use within FIFA 20 is the Bundesliga. We love our German friends. Here's a little snapshot of what that looks like in FIFA 20.
Yo, I'm feeling the flow, I get high. More than I drop is the more I get low. The music is lifting me up against soul. Show me a tune I can nod to. Bro, I'm twisting the rules.
Es ist das Derby im deutschen Fußball.
So I know it took a few extra little things that helped during a game of FIFA, but Watford won a game of football right there after getting beaten 8-0 by Manchester City on the weekend. That's remarkable
Redemption.
in itself. So yeah, you guys look like you were having an indescribable amount of fun right there.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like mystery ball is the way forward this year. It is so I'm so looking forward to like a Saturday night, have some mates around and play mystery ball. It's so good.
When they brought house rules in last year, that was easily like one of the first things that like I think you get some mates around, and that was the first thing that you did. Mystery ball is, I think, honestly, in all my opinion, like there's a game mode where you score and you lose a player, and you can get all the way down 11v11 aside. You can have only 5 players on the pitch. That was probably the highlight of last year for me. Mystery ball tops that 1,000,000%. That is an incredible game mode. It's also nice when you get the W as well. So yeah, I'll take that.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
There it is.
Bring on mystery ball and chill then.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Mystery ball and chill.
You guys, what about yourselves? Favourite part, new game, and what you're excited about getting your teeth into?
Yeah, I think I've said it about 1,000 times, the gameplay. I just love the changes they've made this year, coming from last year, which wasn't probably my favourite FIFA of all time, to this year with manual defending, everything from that point of view. It's just, really nice changes.
Sweet.
Apart from being really good to play, it really just feels like FIFA and football are coming together. One and the other. You have football fans that play FIFA, FIFA fans that just watch football, and this game with the authenticity and with the gameplay that you mentioned just really feels like a synergy we've not quite seen before.
Cool. Sweet. Tars, I think we're done.
I think we are as well.
I don't think they're done. They're going to get straight back over there.
I'm going straight home.
Play 1 or 2 more games
They're
before we bounce.
going to
but
open up for Ultra Football tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. right here. They'll still be here over the back.
You'll be here in your gym jams. Well, FIFA 20 has officially launched. Thank you so much for all of you that joined us during our live streaming, for the gents here as well, the experts. We learnt a fair amount as well while we've been in here, but it's been a fantastic evening here at Ultra Football. To all of you at home, no matter where you are, enjoy playing FIFA, and you can head out to stores on Friday. It's available for everyone else that didn't pre-order as well. So get playing, enjoy Volta, and game on.
Yep, game on. Have fun. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching, lads.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.